All right, we are back. Welcome everyone to another stream. Thank you guys so much. Player Essence Live is back, ready to go. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I know I did. I played some SMT, relaxed, watched some foosball, watched some foosball. It was great. It was great to see. It was great to have some fun. Yo, shout outs to Gunslinger. Hey, the Gunslinger with the $4.99 says, let's get the week started, boy. Good boys, can you play Song of Purification from Monster Hunter Rise? I absolutely can. Thank you for the $5 donation starting off the week. Nice. Gunslinger, let's get you up on the board here. Anybody does more than 5, they can oust the Gunslinger. Long-time elite ninja. So let's go. All right, let's see here. You said you want Song of Purification. Song of Purification from Monster Hunter Rise. Very good song, by the way. Very good song. So thank you so much for the $4.99, Mr. Gunslinger. Appreciate that. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes. Some Nook Bells to Gunslinger in the chat. I don't see any Nook Bells. Let's see them. Gunslinger, let's go. Thank you for the $4.99, man. Appreciate that. Like I said, anybody does more than that can oust the Gunslinger as the top streamer in the stream, Hokage. Let's go. Shout outs to Dark Shadow 275 with the 2 months of Tune In tier membership. Thank you so much, Dark Shadow. Appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for the early love and support. Let's keep it going. Appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clean. We want to make sure that Mr. Clean don't come back. Shout outs though. Appreciate that. Also, shout outs to I think somebody else subscribed to the channel or no. Either way, yeah. Nick C, David Harper, Jeffrey, Eric D, Manny Torres, Michael K, and Toby. Shout outs. Thank you guys for that. And also shout outs to my man Jigen. This got dropped from the last stream. But shout outs to the JoJo boys. Let's go. Shout outs. I actually went off air and then Jigen donated a dub. But that was the last stream that we had. That was like on Saturday. So shout outs to Jigen. Appreciate that, my boy. Mr. Davis also comes with the $10. Says, hey, OJ, how's it going? How you doing today? I get better with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Hey, OJ, I beat 2 bosses fights already. Hey, there you go. Let's go. 2 boss fights? Hey, let's go. We'll call you Mr. Boss. Mr. Davis with the 2 boss fights? The 2 dubs? I like it. I like it. Thank you for the $10. I do appreciate that, Mr. Davis. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love, guys. Mr. Davis. Y'all out here fighting today. Y'all come out here swinging today. That's okay. We're gonna bring the hype, guys. We're gonna bring the RPG talk. We're gonna bring the hype. We're gonna bring a lot of fun today. So thank you guys for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. It does mean a lot to me. Shout outs. Also, Rayshawn JQA. What's up, my boy Rayshawn? I see you on Twitter, my man. Hey, thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Thank you for the Tune In tier membership. Y'all on one today. Mr. Davis, with the $20. Another $20. Says, I think it meant OJ. Did you get my donation? I did get your donation. Thank you for the 20. That gives you a total of 30, Mr. Davis. You're still the top stream ninja and also stream Hokage as well. So thank you so much for that 20. Anybody that does more than 20 that can top Mr. Davis on the board, or 30 that can top him for both spots. Also, shout outs to, let me see. I think this is a new person. Hey, shout outs to my man, Pate Strick. I don't know how to say your name, bro. Thank you for the $4.99 though. It says, yo, love the channel, brother. You hype me for the new Spider-Man movie coming out next week? Or you hyped for the new Spider-Man movie? Yeah, I'm hyped. Whenever I watch it, I'll watch it though. Shout outs. Also, shout outs to my man, yo, the big love. Let's go, Auron. With the 43 months. Ambu tier. Free SR boys. LMAO. Let's get it. Shout outs, man. Hey, thank you for the 43 months. Bro, that's like, what is that, 3+ years? That's nuts, man. That's nuts. I wish I can give you guys a 3 and 4 year badge because we're getting up to the point where it's going to be 4 years for some people. That's crazy. It's so crazy. Happy to be here. Seriously, happy to have you guys. Yo, seriously though, thank you. Thank you, Rayshawn, man. Thank you for the big love, man. Shout outs to Auron as well. Shout outs to Mr. Davis. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate that. Let's keep it going. Let's get to that 475 Elite Ninjas, guys. It's only $1 for that Tune In tier membership, so let's get it. We'll have a bonus stream, too, if you guys want to play something. I'll let you guys pick bonus stream. Metroid, any Dread sales must be at 3 million. No Dread sales right now. We're going to hear about the November MPD in the next few days. So we might, it probably hasn't hit 3 million yet. I'm expecting 3 million by next year, by mid next year or something like that. Early to mid next year, I'm expecting 3 million, not yet. I'll update you guys whenever it does, of course. I'll update you guys, but shout outs though. Appreciate the support, guys. Appreciate it. Love y'alls. Love y'alls. Thank you for the love, of course. All right, let's go ahead and get into some more ninja news. We had a video for today, guys. We had 2 videos. We had one on the Extra Essence channel. Make sure you guys check out the new channel, Extra Essence, if you're into Xbox and PlayStation. But we also had a video today talking about Persona 5 or Persona 6 and Nintendo Switch and Pokemon Legends leaks. So check out that video. Over 6K views, going on 7K. So thank you guys for the support. Also, G-Gen 5 with the $10. What's up, OJ? Can you play Legion Assault from Astral Chain? Yes, I can. JoJo boys, let's get it. Let's go. I finished all of JoJo too. Well, I finished not all of it, but I finished all the episodes on Netflix. JoJo Part 6. Freaking good. So good. Shout outs to the JoJo boys and the JoJo girls, of course. We cannot forget the JoJo girls. Cannot forget the JoJo girls. Cannot forget. Jolene is fastly rising up my favorite JoJo. Like fastly rising up the list of my favorite JoJo of all time. So I like it. It's a good change up. They did a really good job with changing it up and having a female protagonist this time. Like in an all women's prison, or it's not an all women's prison, but in a, you know, like I like what they did with the whole prison setting and all that. I think that was pretty cool. Shout out. So thank you so much, Jigan, with the $10. Also, shout outs to Roberto PH. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you, man. Shout outs. Hey, 7th Beast. Glad that you picked it up. Let's go. Shout outs to Turner420 with the $6.38 for Canadian dollars. Just got my OLED Switch. Would love to see Persona 4 Golden port compared to the Vita OLED. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be absolutely nice. But it would definitely look better on the Switch OLED. All right, let's get into some shout outs from people here in the chat. We've been getting blasted. Yo, keep up the support though, guys. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. This isn't a, oh, well, thank you, then just move on. I appreciate the fudge out of you guys. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much. This month has been freaking nuts. This past month, these past few weeks have been crazy. Like I said, it's only going to lead to bigger and better things on the channel. I got a couple upgrades coming in for the channel next year. And also just more content. I've just been working more, so it really does help support all that. So yeah. Let's see here. It says, wait, didn't this man hate on streaming services the other day? What do you mean, Laney? What, I'm talking about JoJo. I've been playing Blue Fire. Yeah, I already played it. Check out my, I have a review on the channel. Let's see here. What's up, Mr. Davis? Can you play yeah, I'll play some SMT5 music for you, Mr. Davis. I got you. Monado says, I like how JoJo Part 6 sets in Florida, or it's in Florida. Yeah. It completely makes all sense. And like every single JoJo should be set in Florida from now on. Because like that's the place where you believe any of this is probably happening. There probably is stando powers and all this type of star platinums and stuff in Florida. I guarantee you that stuff is, but we just can't see it. If you're not from, we can't see it. But I guarantee you that's what's happening in Florida. What's up, Dior? Shout outs, welcome. What's up, D Money? Gunslinger? Definitely 100K in 2022. Yeah, 100K in 2022. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout outs. Let's see here. $5 USD these days. Hey, Turner. Hey, I appreciate the $1. I appreciate $2. I appreciate anything that comes through my way. I appreciate it. So thank you so much, Turner. I appreciate that, my man. So screw anime streaming services. Well, you can watch it. You don't have to watch it on a streaming service. You can watch it on like one of the websites like Analinks and stuff like that. I just already have Netflix. Umar, thank you for the $5. Says everybody gangsta until Shiva uses the Tendava. All right, shout outs. Thank you. Yo, Glenn the Frog. Let's go, baby. Welcome back, Glenn the Frog. Let's go. What's up, Glenn? Hey, good to see you here, bro. Welcome back to the village, homie. Welcome back. You back, baby. Let's go. Z-More with the subscription. Thank you so much, Z-More. Appreciate that. Says, so OJ, Keely. Yeah, Keely already says there's 4 to 5 Elden Ring size announcements for the Game Awards. Any ideas what one might be? No. And I already saw that. And no, I don't know what they might be. But who knows? What do you guys think? I'm not here to guess because Keely's Keely. You know what I'm saying? What he thinks is a big reveal. I don't know. I don't trust Keely. I trust Black Keely, but I don't trust regular Keely. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the reveals are going to be. I mean, a big reveal could be like the Borderlands game that was like, that's like an isn't that like an Elden Ring size reveal to him? So I don't know what he's thinking. You know, that could be like the Borderlands game, which was just magical Borderlands. You know what I'm saying? Just like magical Borderlands. Alejandro F, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that, my boy. Thank you so much. Welcome. Let's see. I can confirm JoJo happens in real life in Florida. Yes, that's exactly what's going down. Exactly what's going down. Amiibo fan, what's up, Amiibo fan? Welcome. Shout outs, Andrew. When is Black Kiwi doing his show? Soon. I'm still slurring my words just a little bit, guys, because the dental procedure that I got for my root canal, whenever they put the temporary cap on there, and they struck a nerve when they injected me. They definitely struck a off nerve. You know, they didn't want to admit it today when I talked to them, but they struck a nerve and it paralyzed the side of my tongue and underneath. So if I slur a couple words here, my bad. It's because the left side and the bottom of my tongue has been paralyzed for the past week. It's not completely paralyzed, so it's like, I'm like, but it's like, it's definitely numb, and I can feel that it's like, I can't feel completely like my tongue. It's not normal, you know? So they definitely struck a few nerves, because it was worse. It's getting a little bit better. It's getting a little bit better. Yo, Jock Gamer Teach. Hey, what's up, Jock Gamer? What's up, my boy? Thank you for the dollars. He says, hey, LJ, I appreciate you making my commute home great. 49ers figured out new ways to lose, bro. They figured out every single way to lose on Sunday. Penalties, interceptions, holding, blocking the back. Like, it's insane how many ways they'll figure out how to lose. Like, they should have won that game easily, but the Niners played like complete dookie. They just choked. Whenever they play against Seattle, they just choke against Seattle. That's really what it comes down to. They just, for some reason, they choke. It's almost like the Rams playing against the Niners, how like the Rams just get blown out and choke. It's the same way with the Seahawks. It's just like the Seahawks, the Niners always choke against the Seahawks, especially in Seattle, you know? Especially in Seattle. They always choke. Thank you for the $5, though. I appreciate it. I'm still in the playoff race, though. Still got, you know, they're still there, so not quite over yet. Not quite over yet, so yeah. Oh, the Game Awards, baby. They already got the live stream thingy up. Let's go. Let's see. What's up, OJ? Nahobino looks good in the background. Hey, shout outs. Thank you. I appreciate that. Got my little Nahobino plushie. Choking equals playing a better team. The Seahawks weren't a better team, though. Like, they weren't. Like, if you watch that game, they were giving them yards. They had on the play before the end of the second half, before the end of the first half, they freaking gave them like 50 yards in penalties. They gave them 2 personal fouls, roughing the passer on him, and they also gave up another. They just choked. They'll play good defense and then in a clutch, they just choke. That's a choke job. When you're sitting there just giving them yards, that's choking. That's not a better team when you choke. They had the dude wrapped up for fourth down, and somebody comes in and hits him right in the head, even though he's already going down, and hits him. Oh, personal foul. You know, it's like that's called choking. That's not called better team. That's called choke. Dude block somebody in the back for no reason. Kittle was already gone. There's no need to block him in the back. Choke. Waste time, you know, at the end of the game. Choke job. Umar with the $2 says, at least you're not a Texans fan. The game was sad. Yeah, Texans got blown the hell out. They got blown out. So, yeah, man. When's the award shows? It's this Thursday, my boy. Let's see here. The Seahawks definitely not better. No, they're definitely not better. What are they, 4-8 this season? 4-7? They're terrible. But Niners just choke. So yeah, Niners just choke. Yeah, just shooting themselves in the foot with just choke jobs, man. Hey, what's up, Marlin Gaming Nation? Hey, my boy, how you doing today? Yeah, the Niners just choke. I watched the whole game. Jimmy Garoppolo's just throwing the ball to the other receivers. It ain't even like there's like defensive schemes like, oh, we're gonna trick him up, or it's like great defensive back play. It's just Jimmy Garoppolo. Hey, there's a Seahawk. Whoa, oh no! I get paid $5 billion to throw interceptions and be mid. Just choke job. And the fact that it makes it even worse because the Niners could have had Tom Brady. The Niners could have had Tom Brady. That's who, in Tom Brady's book, where he talked about they took that guy over me, he was talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. Not the first time in New England, not that time, because they got rid of him. He was talking about when he went into free agency, and he indicated one team to one team, said they took that guy over me, and he was talking about Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco. Dumbass 49ers, excuse my French. They could have had Tom Brady. I bet you 10 if they had Tom Brady, they would have went to a Super Bowl. Like, I bet you anything they would have. It's freaking terrible. Anyway, moving on. Hey, what's up? Let's see here. But good to see you here, Marlon. What's up, man? How you doing today? Yo, Chris H. Thank you so much for the tune-in tier pledge. Appreciate that. You guys, welcome. Chris H, we just need 5, 6, 7, 8 more tune-in tiers. We got $8 in the chat for the tune-in tiers. Let's freaking go. Thank you guys for the big support. So, this year, we had a lot of RPGs released across all the platforms. What were your favorite RPGs and why? Let's hear it. The Game Awards partially got it right. They included that bum Cyberpunk. No, I'm just joking. If you want to include Cyberpunk, you could include Cyberpunk. So let me know, what are your favorite RPGs of the year? I'm going to have my top 10 RPGs video probably this week. It'll be this week. I don't know when, but it'll be this week. Pretty sure it'll be this week. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure. No, actually, no. I already got a Xeno video scheduled for tomorrow. So never mind. Maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday I can get that video done. So yeah. SMT patch update release date. It's December 9th. So it's on the Thursday. Jimmy G is terrible. Stop giving Tom Brady Super Bowl rings. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It says these emotes are sick. My man Rayshawn, you want to display the emotes for everybody? Rayshawn just became a new elite ninja. You want to display those sick emotes? Took a lot of time on those, my boy. Cyberpunk 2077 without question. All right, Laney. Obviously, Death Stranding director's cut. Is that an RPG? SMT5, Monster Hunter Stories 2, says Joseph Love. And he says SMT5 as well. Yeah, I'm definitely... Monster Hunter Stories 2 is definitely in there. SMT5 is definitely in there for me. You know? Definitely in there for me as well. Stealth 40K says Bravely Default 2, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Shin Megami Tensei 5, SMT3 HD, Ni no Kuni 2, Trails of Cold Steel, Disgaea 6, Tales of Arise, Dodgeball Hold up. Oh, yo, Dodgeball Academia? What? I've never played that. Neo 20. Let's go. Yo, Marlon Gaming Nation with the Jow Jow boys. Let's go, Marlon. Says, love you, brother. We did boys for life. God bless. Hey, God bless, bro. Thank you for the big $10. Make sure you guys check out my man, Marlon Gaming Nation. My man's covering all the hotness in the Sony PlayStation land. I'm always lurking in those streams. I'm always watching whenever I'm editing my videos because Marlon usually streams a bit earlier than I do. So shout out to my man, Marlon Gaming Nation. Thank you so much. I appreciate the JoJo boys. Appreciate it, man. The channel's the fire, man. Your channel's fire. I can't wait for your channel next year, bro. Your channel's gonna get woo with God of War, Ragnarok, and all that stuff coming out, man. I can't wait to hear the discussions and stuff on the channel, bro. Although I did like your Forza gameplay. I was watching you stream Forza when it launched too. That was great. Thank you for the 10 though, man. I ask because there's lots of people in your comments who complain you're obsessed with Persona 5 on Switch. Even though I was talking about the next Persona game. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a certain sub segment of my fans that don't like when I talk business and Persona on Switch, and I do it just to get them there, just to get them angry at me, not because I'm obsessed or anything like that. I don't care. I've already beat Persona a million times. Persona 5. I beat Persona 5 3 times, so it doesn't matter to me. I'd probably just buy it and not play it again because there's no way in hell I'm playing through Persona 5 Royal again on the Switch. Like, there's just no way. I've already beat the game too many times. So I don't even really care one way or another. I'm simply just talking about it from a business perspective and from what I think is going on that I think is newsworthy or I think is worth discussion again. So if people want to sit there and say that that I'm obsessed with it, that's fine. It's fine. That you guys come to every single video and watch it. So as long as people are watching me talk about it, I don't have a problem talking about it more. So yeah. Let's see here. Chris Tales was a good RPG. It should have been nominated best indie game too. Yeah, Chris Tales didn't get anything. It didn't get any nominations for anything. Yo, shout outs to Jiggin with the dollars in the pockets. This is, hey OJ, have you heard about Jujutsu Kaisen? And if you have, are you considering watching it? Yeah, I've heard about it, but I just don't know if I'm gonna watch it right now. I'm a bit busy with lots of stuff. I watched JoJo. I'm not really looking for like too many other things to add to my plate because I already have the Extra Essence channel. I have the OJX channel, which I'm starting to do some more content on. Of course, I have my channel, which I've upped the content in terms of sometimes you guys get 2 videos a day and you guys get streams 6 days out of the week, you know. So I'm just kind of busy. I have a lot on my plate right now. So I'm not sure if I'm really looking to add any more media or anything like that to my plate. Yo, Barts, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, but I'm definitely looking into it. I might watch that probably at the end of this year, maybe next year. I might watch it. Who knows? AOJ, can you play you meant Street Fighter 5 music? With the white dress, the slate lady, the boss, please, second boss. Okay. SMT5 second boss. SMT5 second boss theme. Okay. I don't know if that's, not sure exactly which one you're talking about. Unless you're talking about Shiva. I think you're talking about this one maybe. I'm not sure if it's this one or not. But either way, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Yo, shout outs to YZ250 Moto, my man, the shooter. My man zooming with that. Let's go with the motorcycle YZ250. With the $21, can we get some Mega Man going? Yes, sir. I got you. I'll shout out to Sebastian Girl with the $10. This is my favorite RPG. Is a tie between Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond, and SMT5. I just really like them. And my least favorite was Monster Hunter Stories 2 because the combat is very, very bad in my opinion. Please play No More Heroes track. The combat in Monster Hunter Stories 2 is definitely not bad at all. I think you probably just didn't understand it. But no, the combat is definitely not bad in Monster Hunter Stories 2. It's actually a really good, it's actually really, really good combat. I think the problem is that it's probably the upgrading system. I think that's probably the issue maybe that you're having, like how the monsters get moves and stuff like that. That to me is not very good. How they get like certain moves and stuff like that, and like the whole DNA system that they use in there. That's not very good. But the actual combat in the game and everything is pretty good. I don't see why it wouldn't be good. It's actually pretty good. So yeah. Shout outs though. Thank you for the $21 though. That actually takes Mr. Davis off of the stream ninja lead. However, Mr. Davis is still the Hokage of the stream with $30 total. So shout outs to Mr. Davis and also shout outs to YZ. Let's go. YZ250. My man out here. Still slanging. Still driving. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Nick's Tempest? What's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, I need to get back on Demon Slayer. I definitely need to get back on Demon Slayer for sure. 100%. I think I'm going to watch Demon Slayer tonight. I'm going to watch that tonight after I'm done editing. So yeah, absolutely. Demon Slayer is definitely something I need to watch, like, today. Soon. So yeah. What's up, OJ chat? Cop SMT5 for 20 for that 20 off deal that dropped yesterday. I imagine be at the top of the list for OJ. Oh yeah, absolutely. SMT5 right now. I'm still going over my top RPGs, guys. So I'm writing everything down. But like, yeah, definitely SMT5 is up there. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is up there. We're gonna go ahead and just throw Monster Hunter Rise as an RPG as well, just for whatever. Why not? You know, Monster Hunter Rise for sure. Tales of Arise. I started playing that a lot more last night. I actually played some more of Tales of Arise because I'm waiting for the update on SMT5. So I played some Tales of Arise, you know, got that updated. Started playing it a bit more. That's up there as well. Scarlet Nexus. That's another good RPG this year. There's a lot of. This was a banner year for RPGs. You know, Neo 20. Neo 20 was really good too. Neo 20. I still got to play more. Persona 5 Strikers. That's another one that came out at the beginning of the year. Bravely Default 2. So I don't know what order we're gonna go in, but there's definitely gonna be a good video for you guys. It's gonna be sponsored too, so you guys definitely check out the sponsor who sponsors the video because it's gonna be a sponsored video. So you know it's gonna be a sponsored video. So yeah, my girl caught me SMT5 with the steelbook for 39 bucks. Is that not a steal? Yeah, man. The fact that your girl did it for you too, that's even better. That's a good girl right there, man. Gotta keep that's a keeper. You know? Hey, what's up, party man? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Bead Queen? Welcome to the stream, the queen of all beads. I know you've been here, but welcome. If I haven't said hi to you, make sure you say hi. Let's see here. Is it Trey's Dog? Says, hey, OJ, found your channel due to Xenoblade. How would you feel about Xenoblade Warriors game? Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, thank you for the membership once again, man. SMT5, Bravely Default 2, Tales of Arise are my favorite RPG games this year. Yeah, very good picks. Very good picks. Hey, what's up, Killer Ninja? What's up, Gabriel Perez? Do you plan on playing SMT5 all over again? Maybe. What's up, Jawbreaker? Also, do it to piss off the Sony fanboys? Kinda. Yeah. I mean, it's not even really Sony fanboys. It's just like the crazy Persona fans. Yeah. Do I do it to kind of piss off the crazy Persona fans a little bit? Yes, I do it just because it's funny. Because it's funny to me. So they get upset at me, so it's funny, you know? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, party man. How are you? Shout out to the angel in the sky. All right. Sebastian says, like I said, it's just not my opinion about the game's combat. It's just not my opinion about the game. I think you meant to say it's just your opinion. Okay, I'm just simply talking about in general. The combat's actually very good. I don't see why Monster Hunter Stories combat isn't good. You know, like I don't see in any normal sense when it comes to RPGs, I don't see why it's a bad like it has bad combat. That's all I'm trying to say. As somebody who plays a lot of RPGs, and you know, I'm not trying to sit there and say that my opinion's above other people's opinions, but I know a bad RPG when I play one. When the combat just doesn't click, especially for turn-based RPGs, since I've been playing them for like my whole life, for like 30 plus years, you know, going 40 years, hell. So I've been playing RPGs for a very long time. So yeah. So that's the reason why I say I don't think that that's the case. I think it has very good RPG combat. I mean, I can break it down even more if you want me to. But I don't think you guys want to hear me break down why Monster Hunter Stories 2 is a very good RPG. Why it has very good mechanics. If anything, that's the strong suit of the game, is the RPG mechanics. Everything else, you know, is probably like some of the performance, some of the other stuff in the game. That's probably the issue with the game. But when it comes to the actual mechanics of the game, the gameplay, it's good. Except for like the whole monster DNA system. That's terrible. That's trash. I actually, it's not trash. I just don't like it. I just think that SMT5, I think that, you know, other games just do a way better job of some of the intrinsic things that happens, you know? And if you're talking about like a Pokemon-ish type of game, SMT5's like breeding or like monster fusion and all that type of stuff is like way better than anything in, you know, in Monster Hunter Stories 2. But that's just my opinion, you know? Other people think differently, obviously. Let's say, hey, what's up, Archangel Spawn? Let's see, Gunslinger says, SMT5 is my favorite RPG of the year. The game is addicting, especially while chilling in bed. Yes, sir. Picked up SMT5. The game is series for me. Absolutely love it. I mean, Atlas needs to pay me more. No, I'm joking. I would have been all over this game regardless. They just paid me for the commentary, like the commentary that I did on the channel, like the whole, like when I was on their channel. I was gonna be all over this game no matter what, you know, no matter what anybody gave me. So I love SMT5 though. I'm glad you guys just see. Look, that's how you guys know that I'm not playing around though. When I tell you guys something's fire, I mean it. I wouldn't be hyping the game if it wasn't legit fired. So many, I swear, I think I've had around 1,000+ people tell me between live streams, Twitter, social media, yo, OJ, I bought SMT5 because of you, and this game's freaking amazing. So you guys know how it is. Y'all know how I do it around here. Shout out to Mr. Davis for the $5. Hey, OJ, I got one more favorite song on Super Competition 5-track. Second boss fight with the lady with the red dress. Can you play it one more time? Okay, that's Nua. Okay, yeah, I can play that for you. Thank you for the $5, Mr. Davis. Extending that top Hokage lead to $35. Can anybody beat out the Mr. Davis? I don't know. That's a lot. Shout outs, man. Appreciate it. Also, shout outs to Mellow Wolf with the host. Appreciate that, Mellow Wolf. Thank you for hosting over there at the Fire Nation. Also, I think we had somebody subscribe to the channel too. Did I get Bart's already? I'm not really sure, but if I did, whatever. Shout outs, man. Let's see here. Boss theme. All right, let's get it. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. OJ knows his RPGs. Yes. Yeah, I heard about the Halo subreddit. I don't care anymore. Let's see here. SMT5 is my favorite RPG ever, and I haven't even beaten it yet. Bro, I'm telling you, Bonfire Bros. Yo, I'm telling you guys. Y'all know how I do it around here. People are saying, oh, OJ, you're overhyping. I'm like, nah, fam. I ain't overhyping. I'm not overhyping. Like, legit, the game is freaking incredible. RGC out here with the sponsored SMT5 vid. He actually likes it, though. He actually, like, we talked about it, because I knew, like, he told me that, you know, what was going on, what he was doing, which I like to see that. It's not a bad thing when you see sponsors come out, because it's like, you want to see that they're actually wanting the game to do better. Like, what did Square Enix do for Neo 20? They spent no money. They didn't talk to Sean, they didn't talk to me, they didn't talk to any of the Nintendo channels. They didn't spend any money on the marketing. Nobody played it at launch. They didn't care. At least I like to see that, you know, Atlas was like, all right, let's spend a bit of money. Let's get some banners up. Let's bring some hype. Let's make the daily demon vlogs or whatever. Let's build some. I mean, like, why would you sit there and make a game for years and then let it die? But I have a reason why I think I know why Square Enix let Neo 20 die. I'm almost positive I know why they let. I know why they let it die, but I'll have a video on it explaining it more. You know, I'll have a video explaining it more. So yeah, man. Hey, shout outs, man. Thank you, Mankey Music. I bought SMT5 and SMT3 due to the GameStop sales. Have never played SMT, but the videos convinced me to try. Hey, there you go. You might hate it, you might love it. You never know. Hello. Hey, shout outs. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Fire Nation. Let's get it. Shout outs. Let's see. I got a question. Do you got a challenger, the China guy? Because you can tell me what games, good and bad or amazing, you get for that. The China guy? Who's the China guy? Yo, Jawbreaker with the $5 says, if you really want to piss people off, make videos about how Switch 2 Pro is going to steal even more exclusive players. No, I'm not going to do that, because I'm not going to say that, because that's not what I think. I don't make videos where I make up stuff just to piss off people. I'm saying what I think is the truth when it comes to actual stuff that's going to happen. I gave you guys solid information and details how Atlas has changed over the past few years. Before, Atlas went from no games on Switch to, in the past 2 years, porting 4 to 5 games on Switch, right? So I'm saying that they've changed. I only go off of what I know I think is going to happen, what I'm analyzing. I don't do it just to piss people off. I do it because I'm analyzing the market, and what they say pisses, what I say pisses some people off. Not because I'm just trying to piss them off, so I'm just gonna make up stuff. I don't believe that's the case. I don't believe the Switch 2/Pro is going to steal all the exclusives from PS4, PS5. I don't think that. No, I don't think that. So I'm not gonna say that, you know? So yeah. Hey, what's up, Kimmerix Project? Hey, shout out to my man Evan over there at Spawncast. Appreciate you, my dude. Make sure you guys check out my man Evan, Spawncast. He also does his own streaming too, where he streams like Genshin and other games as well. Battlefield. I've been watching that on his channel, so make sure you guys check out that on Twitch. Kimmerix Project on Twitch. Make sure you guys check out the homie. Of course, support the Spawncast like always. Let's see. Switch 2 will probably be on par with base PS4, so I don't see stealing PS5 exclusives. You just made that up. That's just completely made up. And nobody said anything about stealing PS5 exclusives. Nobody said anything about that. PS5 isn't going to get many exclusives when it comes to Japanese games at all, if he was talking about that. It's probably going to be PS4, PS5 games. But yeah, that's classic Callum. That's just made up. Nobody knows exactly what the Switch 2 is going to be. We have no idea if it's going to be base PS4 power. We don't even know. What does that even mean these days? I mean, people talk about teraflops not even mattering anymore with like Xbox or all that. Like, what does that even mean? Base? It's probably going to be base. Says who? We don't know what it's going to be. We have no idea. We have no idea what it's going to be. It follows typical Nintendo pattern of being a generation behind. No, that doesn't matter. No, that does not. That does not matter. It's not following any type of typical pattern or anything like that. No, absolutely not. It's just, we just don't know. We don't know what technology they're going to be using. They have NVIDIA, so they have this whole DLSS thing, which can make it look way better when it comes to certain games and stuff like that. There's newer architectures. It's just, this whole, it's going to be probably like this is no. No, we don't know. We don't know. Plain and simple. We just don't know what tech they're going to use. We don't know what mobile chip they're going to use. We just don't know. I mean, it's hard to sit there and say, but you can't sit there and say that it's going to be this. No, that's nothing. And like I said, the new technologies that are coming out, it's not even about power. Like the PS4 and what the PS4 can do, that's old. You know what I'm saying? That's old architecture. That's old. That's an old way of making systems. Whenever the Switch 2 comes out and whatever they do with NVIDIA, that's going to be newer architecture. That's going to be something completely new. So you can't put it as a one-to-one type of thing, Callum. I mean, you really can't. And this comes from developers, guys. This doesn't come from me just making up stuff. This actually comes from developers. MVG has talked about this on the Spawncast as well. So he's a developer. Other developers have talked about this as well. It's not a one-to-one type of thing. So I think that's a stupid way of looking at things. Not a stupid way, but I think that's a very basic way of looking at things. But we just don't know, you know, at this point. We have no idea what they're going to do. We have no idea what type of NVIDIA tech they're going to use. We have no idea how it's going to manipulate things. We just don't know. So to say that it's going to be this because of what Nintendo's done before, we have new people that are in charge of Nintendo compared to what they did before. You got to remember, the Switch was Iwata's last baby. Now we have Furukawa. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what he's going to do. Now we have Kimishima. Now we have other guys that are running it. They might say, we want to do this instead. So just because they did something before, that doesn't mean they're going to do something again. And on top of that, if you look at it this way, the Switch, in terms of what its power is, it's not like it was a generation behind, because it wasn't even on par with the base PS4. So the Wii U beat out the previous generation, right? It was better power-wise, but then the Switch wasn't on par power-wise, teraflops, with PS4. So it wasn't, your comparison doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't even make sense. If you look at it that way, then the Switch should have been on par with the PS4 then, right? Since the next generation was upcoming then it should have been on par with it, but it was underneath it. So that doesn't even make sense, right? So that's just my thought process. So we can't just sit there and assume things. And that's the one thing that I would say, is that you should never assume what Nintendo's going to do, because then they're just going to do something different. You know what I'm saying? You should never assume that, in my opinion, at least. Hey, OJ, do you think Persona 5 on Switch hasn't come out specifically because they're waiting for feedback to SMT5 first? I think that they're waiting to get all of SMT. It's not about feedback. It has nothing to do with feedback. I think that they're waiting for it to just be done, because that's a big game that needs to sell a lot for them. So I think they're just waiting for that to be done, and then they'll bring it out, or they'll talk about it. They don't want Persona to take sales away from SMT5. That's my opinion, at least. So yeah, it's not. I mean, to be honest, it's not about being powerful enough to get this or not. It's more about the architecture. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, I get that, but architecture and dev tools are probably the most important thing, like MVG also said as well. You know? Savage Anime, thank you for the 6 months. Tune in tier, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Do appreciate it. Callum, you've been wrong like 5 billion times on this channel, bro. So I mean, like, I get what you're trying to say, but you're rarely ever right. Like, you're wrong. I would say 90% of the time, you're not right. So let's just keep that in mind. Like, you've been wrong throughout the years that you've been here. You've been wrong, or the year that you've been here. You've been wrong a majority of the time on this channel. I'll just say that right now. Like, and I don't want to bring up horror stories, but I can bring up all the times you've been wrong if you want me to. But I can stop right here if you're willing to stop. I mean, we can call it a truce, Callum. We can call it a truce, because I can bring up all the times that you've been wrong if you want me to. I actually like to write them down. No, I'm joking. Hey, Party Man says, last time we assumed that Nintendo would do, we got bodied. Yeah, exactly. Yo, Blue Dragon Fire Blogs with the Fernanga. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Blue Dragon. Says, hey, OJ, thank you so much for liking and retweeting my Metroid article. I really appreciate the support. Hope you had a great day, man. I did have a great day. I am having a great day. And you know what? Blue Dragon, dude. Man, look, you come here and support me like nothing. I didn't expect anything in return, my man. You know, I was just helping out one of the Elite Ninja and the homies. You know, sometimes I'll be like, hey, you guys go follow Juice Man Vaughn, or I'll retweet a message from Chupa or something like that. Say, follow my man Chupa or Party Man or whatever the case is. I'm just being the Hokage. I'm just trying to help out the homies. Yo, thank you so much. Yo, Blue Dragon with the $50, becoming the top Street Ninja Stream Hokage. You guys give Blue Dragon Fire Blogs some love. Make sure you guys check out his blog, Blue Dragon Fire Blogs. It's there. You guys check it out. He wrote a really good article on Metroid Dread. I'm not a big fan of reading print media, but my man, I had to read that article. It was very good. Very good. Very good. So make sure you guys check out Blue Dragon. Excuse me. Blue Dragon with the $50. I didn't think anybody would top Mr. Davis today. I didn't think it would happen, but we had it happen today, baby. We had it happen. Blue Dragon. By the way, that's a great game. They need to bring back Blue Dragon. Where you at, Phil Spencer? Get him on the phone. Get Phil Spencer on the phone. Get him on the phone. Listen, what I meant by stealing PlayStation exclusives, just Nintendo getting versions of PS exclusives, like what happened with 13 Sentinels. Oh, you mean stuff like that? Yeah, yeah, that's gonna happen. But I mean, that's already been dissolved down to almost like, what does Sony still get by themselves anymore, like in today's day? Remember when people thought the Switch was gonna flop? Yeah. Okay, Jawbreaker, now that I understand what you're trying to say. And what's up, Charity? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Charity. My girl Charity's here. I see what you're saying now, Jawbreaker. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's already happening, though. Like, we all know that's already happening, right? Like, that's like a... Okay, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant stuff like, all of a sudden, Square Enix was going to be like, nope, no more Final Fantasy 16 exclusive, like, the big money hat type of stuff. I'm like, I don't know about all that. But, yeah, you just mean, like, those type of games that was always, like, you know, on PlayStation, but not on Nintendo? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a possibility, for sure. Man, SMT soundtrack is freaking lit, man. Let's see. In your Metroid Dread sales video, you mentioned that you had to has led to older Metroid games getting sales. Have you been happening with SMT Doctor and SMT and the previous ones? A little bit, but nothing that I can see that's quantifiable or anything like that. But a little bit, yeah. There was a spike in SMT 4 sales on the 3DS and all that. So, but yeah, nothing like Metroid's a bit bigger franchise than SMT. So yeah. So absolutely. Persona 6 and Metroid Prime 4 reveal at the Game Awards, maybe no one can dream. No. No. I don't think we're gonna see Persona 6. I mean, I would be shocked. If Persona 6 was at the Game Awards, I would be absolutely shocked. My video would be shot too, because I don't know if they'd announce it for Switch at the Game Awards. But definitely, Aaron, you've gotten a shout out. You've gotten a shout out. Oh, you mean on Twitter? Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I'll randomly give you guys shout outs. I'll give Elite Ninja of the Week. I'll just cycle through you guys. Maybe the Game Awards 2023. I mean, Persona 6, I don't think it's ready. Is it ready? I mean, they finished Royal. Atlas always waits, man. So, I mean, like, Royal was what? What was Royal? That was 2019 or 2020? One of those two. I think it was 2020, right? For Royal. So, I don't know, man. I think they're going to wait a bit. I think Royal still is a couple years off. But then again, Atlas likes to announce stuff early, you know? So, let's see. And also, Falcom games are going to Switch when they were on PS4. Also, Valkyria Chronicles used to be PlayStation, but now it's on Switch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that stuff's going to happen. So, all the smaller, the AA franchises, right? All that stuff's going to be on Switch as well. You know, so absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so I see what Jawbreaker's saying, which I thought maybe that's what he was saying, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yo, Brain Mitts, yo, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 13 Sentinels was a PS exclusive because it made sense when they were developing it at the time. I mean, that game, I think it launched in 2019 in Japan, if I'm not correct. 2019 in Japan, so that game definitely took at least a couple years, 2-3 years to make. So Switch wasn't even really... I mean, Vanillaware probably wasn't even looking at Switch at the time, so they just went with They just went with one game. They probably had a shoestring budget too. So I mean, you definitely would have needed a bigger budget to get that game out on Switch. So it made sense that it wasn't on there, guys. Like, it really does. I know this is hard to fathom, you know, from the outside looking in, but if you guys dealt with budgets and dealt with certain things, like, it's not cheap to make a game on Switch, like to make a port on. It's not something that's like, oh, it's cheap. I mean, you can make a cheap port, but then you're gonna end up with Ark. What's that? Ark Survival. What's that game? That Ark game. Where you're gonna end up with like a crappy port. But if you want a high quality, good port, it's not something that it's just cheap that you can just do. Sometimes it takes up to a year and a half or more to get a Switch port going. You know, so like, you guys need to understand that. You know, so to say it should have just already been on Switch. I mean, I don't think that's fair to Vanillaware and them making the game. Like, with the budget that they were given and with the time, I just think that it wasn't something that they even knew was going to be successful. That game could have completely flopped. Then they're really out money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it makes sense now that 13 Sentinels, it sold well. They shipped 500,000 copies. They've got a surplus of money. They've got time now. Then they can really take their time and make a good Switch port instead of in 2017 rushing a Switch port because it needs to just be on Switch when the system, you know what I'm saying, isn't even like taking off yet, right? So I mean, I get it, guys, but I think it's a little unfair. It's a little unfair. Hey, OJ, you never know. I might be there. You never know. You might be where? Might be where, Mr. Davis. Hey, what's up, Chupacabra? I can see them announcing P6 next year and come out like 2024. So that actually wouldn't be too bad. If they announced P6 next year, Chupa, and then it came out in 2 years, that would actually, that'd be like record time. That'd be like record time for, I would be like, oh, that's a golf clap. Yo, Jawbreaker with the $5. I meant things like Persona, Nier, Tales, etc. I also think we'll get more Resident Evil stuff in the future. Yeah, all that stuff's possible. All that stuff's possible. Shin Megami Tensei 6? Shin Megami Tensei 6 is not a thing. Not a thing. Thank you for the $5 though, Jawbreaker. I see what you're saying for sure. I see what you're saying, my boy. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that stuff's, I mean, like, it's obviously, you know, Capcom, they have their own Resident Evil Switch engine that they're doing with the RE engine. You know, so we should see some stuff on there maybe. Tales and all that. We'll see Tales. Bandai Namco was late. We'll see Tales. Nier. I mean, we'll see about Nier. I mean, that's a franchise that Square doesn't really like to spend too much money on, even though they'll just spend it on PlayStation, but they won't really spend too much money outside of that, right? The PC port was shoddy for that game, at least originally. The fans had to fix that one. So, I mean, like, Nier is even kind of like, they're even kind of dicey on Nier, you know? But yeah, we'll see. Persona, it doesn't make sense for Persona to be exclusive anymore unless they're getting a fat bag from Sony. They need to be getting a fat bag from Sony. Otherwise, it makes no sense to make Persona exclusive to PlayStation anymore. Like, that makes zero sense. But Atlas is weird sometimes. You never, Sega is weird sometimes. So you never know. You never know. Well, maybe they figured out the whole HD development thing. That's true. That's true. I think that they were definitely behind on HD development, which I did talk about. So yeah, Atlas was a little bit behind. But I think that they're catching up, or if not already caught up when it comes down to it, because, you know, they did a good job with their two games. I mean, their two big games for all generation, though, was Persona and Shin Megami Tensei 5. So, I mean, they had other games, too. Atlas had other games, but their two big ones were SMT 5 and Persona. So, you know, but that's what it's, dude, games take years to make. You don't just snap your fingers and a game comes out. So it takes years to make. Okay, the Game Awards. Okay, it might be at the Game Awards. Okay, I see what you're saying, Mr. Davis. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, what's up, Danny? Says, hey, I'm new to the channel. Instead of Arise, might not be on the Switch. I believe that the old Tales might get the Switch 100%. Arise is probably gonna come, probably, based off of Bandai Namco's track record with what they do with their games. So I'm guessing that I'll probably be here in like 2 years, a year or 2 years. That's what I'm guessing, based on, like, you know, Dragon Ball, Kakarot, and all their other games that they released. You know, Ni no Kuni took 2018, 19, 20, 20. That took 3 years for Ni no Kuni. So yeah, Ni no Kuni 2. So yeah, I'm guessing that's going to be the case with some of their, like, Scarlet Nexus and some of their other games. I mean, still haven't gotten Code Vein. Still need that game. You know, so they're behind. They're behind by a lot. Hey, what's up, Leanne Van? Can Switch handle Arise? Can Switch handle Unreal Engine 4? Ask yourself that. Tales was exclusive until Zestria, available on the PC. Tales was exclusive? No, it wasn't. There's been plenty of Tales games that were not exclusive to PlayStation. What are you talking about? Hey, OJ, got a question about the Game Awards. You and the 5-hour event is a 5-hour. I don't think it's a 5-hour event. I think it's like a 2 or 3 hour event. So yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to go ahead and time you out. Shout out to the first time chatter, though. Get a little timeout. Hope Breath of the Wild 2 is at the Game Awards. Definitely not expecting it, though. Played the game before. Oh, man. I hope Breath of the Wild 2 is there. It would be great if Breath of the Wild 2 was there, man. You know, it would be really good. I'm going to have a Persona 6. Then Sony paid for it. I mean, that'd be the only way. And that's no problem. If Persona 6 is exclusive, I'm not gonna sit here and cry a river or anything like that, guys. Like, I have a PlayStation, I can play it. So I'm not a crazy fanboy where I'm over here, like, it's not exclusive, it's exclusive to PlayStation. No, people think that, but I have all the systems. Trust me, I've got all the systems. I've got I wouldn't say unlimited resources to get them, but I mean, I work in gaming, so I can get any game that I want. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. I have all my systems hooked up to my TV, my living room. I don't really care at the end of the day. I'm simply talking about from a business perspective and from the landscape of gaming. So I don't really care. If it is, then Sony paid money, and that's fine. If they paid money for it, then they paid money. You get what you pay for, right? So yeah. The main thing we can see is, I think the music's kind of loud. Hold up. All right, there you go. I think that's better. I got another question. Must see Spider-Man 2 come out on the Game Awards? Spider-Man 2? I don't know if we'll see. I think we might get a new trailer, maybe. The main thing we can see at the FGAs, the Fraudulent Game Awards. Potentially Breath of the Wild 2, maybe something related to Metroid Prime, but who knows? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you know the public gonna be the public response. Yeah, a lot of crazy whiny gamers are gonna be upset, but not me. I don't care. If it is, cool. I'm just talking about from a business perspective. But if it is, that's fine. I'll buy it. Just like I bought Persona 5 day one on PS4. I bought Persona 5 Royal day. Well, no, did I buy that day one? Did I? I don't remember. Either way, I bought it and played it again. So I beat the original Persona 5 twice, and then I beat Persona 5 Royal again. So, I mean, I'll play it and buy it on whatever system. I even bought Persona 4 on Steam. I don't even like playing games on PC, and I bought that on Steam. Let's see here. Alvi, I already told you not to message me during my streams about that. I already told you not to message me on my streams about that, my man. So if you do it again, I'm definitely going to ban you. Like 100% going to ban you because I told you not to do that during my streams and you did it on my stream again. So I have patience, but we talked about this. I told you not to do that on my stream. I told you not to do that on my stream and you did it again. So that's kind of frustrating. Thank you for the doll though. That's actually very frustrating because once again, I already sent it to you, but hey, it's all good. All good. I will take the calm road from here. Jawbreaker with the 5 says, of all the Japanese games Sony could pay for, why Persona? You think they'd go for Dragon Quest or Monster Hunter instead? You never know. I mean, it just depends. I mean, who knows what Sony will pay for some stuff, right? So yeah. Thank you for that, Jawbreaker. Also, Noral Dean, thank you for the $5. Say hi, OJ. Honestly, I'm surprised at the pushback I get online when I say that PlayStation is no longer the center of JRPGs. In a year, this will be like this one, where a lot of the best JRPGs are exclusive to Switch. How can they deny this? Because I think that PlayStation still gets pretty much everything the Switch got, either before it, and it gets a bit more like Tales of Arise and stuff like that. The only thing that you can say maybe not is like Nintendo's RPGs. Like, for example, or even some of like, I guess SMT5. So I think that for the most part, PlayStation still gets most of the JRPGs released. They've either already got them, a long time ago, and or they get them, right? They get all the smaller ones too. They didn't get Disgaea, at least not here in the West. But I mean, I think that's why some people might get a little bit salty with that message, because there are still some JRPGs that are missing on the Switch and that haven't been available, or at least new ones this year. No Scarlet Nexus, right? No Tales of Arise. So I think that's maybe why you get a little bit of pushback on Neural Dean. But thank you for the $5, man. Glitch Beats with the $10. JoJo boys. Thank you for the JoJo, man. I appreciate that. And he says, hey, OJ, your streams make my day. I don't know if you're doing song requests. I am doing song requests. If you are, I would love to hear the future tactics, the uprising ominous battle. Mahala from Mahalo. Mahala. There you go. Mahala. That's what the guys say, like, hi. I've been there. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii twice. It's great. Shout outs from Hawaii. Oh, thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs to the Hawaii brothers and sisters out there. Let's freaking go. Let's get it. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Nate E with the 5 says, OJ, man, sorry. Been work lately. Don't know what I missed tonight, but happy to finally sit down and catch a stream. Hey, shout outs, man. Are you off of work? Good, Nate. Good to see you here. Shout outs to my Canadian brothers and sisters. Let's go. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So yeah, PlayStation is more of a JRPG games. I don't know if I'd say they're more of a JRPG games. I mean, you can also look at it this way. There are some other missing games, right? So you can look at stuff like, for example, Triangle Strategy isn't coming there, right? You have Octopath Traveler, that's not on PlayStation. You have Monster Hunter Stories 2, that's not on PlayStation. So there are, I see what Noral Dean's saying. There are a number of Switch exclusive or Switch and PC only, Bravely Default 2, that's another game. So there's some missing ones. There's ones that PlayStation has, but it's multi-platform, not on Switch. But then there's ones that are exclusive on Switch. So I get what he's saying, but I wouldn't say there's one's more than the other. I would say that it's definitely evened out. Before in the past, the first, second, third year of the Switch, absolutely. but not at this point. It's about even if you include all the other like RPGs that Switch gets, right? If you include all the other, you know, the exclusive JRPGs that Switch gets, it's right around even or right around the same for the most part. But yeah. He says PlayStation didn't get Monster Stories 2. Yeah, Bravely Default, SMT, yeah, Octopath Disgaea, Rune Factory. Yeah, there's a number of ones. That's why I say it's about even, because then like Switch didn't get, you know, this, and that, you know, and Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise, you know, games like that. So Final Fantasy 15, you know, you can go back in the past. You can look at previous games too, you know, that have came out. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's about even to me. At least that's how I see it. I don't see one is getting way more than the other. I just see they both get a lot and Xbox gets almost nothing, you know. That's kind of how I see it. They both get a ton of JRPG support and like visual novel support, you know, and the AA support, right? PlayStation gets more of the big RPG support, right? Like the AAA, but those usually also come to Xbox as well. Whereas Switch gets like unique RPGs made for the system, Triangle Strategy, Bravely Default 2, you know, Monster Hunter Stories, Rune Factory, you know, all that type of stuff, right? So I think it all evens out, right? that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm thinking. It all evens out. So yeah. Fair enough. OJ, Switch and PlayStation have an equal. Yeah, I guess if you counted it, I'm not counting it, guys. I'm not saying PlayStation has this many RPGs. Switch has. I'm not counting. I'm just talking about the general, just mind share flow of RPG games coming out currently. I'm not talking about of all time. Right, I'm talking about just like currently, you know, like what's lately, what's been happening lately, you know. So if you look at it like lately, yeah, it's about even, right? Because like Falcom is catching up. Falcom announced that hey, they have an in-house studio. Falcom announced that they have I don't know why it's funny to me, but it's funny. Falcom announced that they had an in-house studio for Switch RPGs now, so that's funny. I mean, we obviously just got SMT5, that's big. Monster Stories 2, that's big. You know, Bravely Default 2, that was this year. And usually the RPGs that you would expect to be like PlayStation only, right? Like Persona 5 Strikers, you know, that was also on Switch too, so that was cool. Obviously having Neo 20 on all systems was cool, except for Xbox, but yeah. Hey, shout outs, Original Italian Man. Oh, Original, not Italian. Original Tall Man. Hey, what's up, Original Tall Man? Thank you for so much for coming out to the channel. Hey, what's up, James Ellis? What's up, Fitness Mad? Welcome. So PlayStation is selling so badly in Japan compared to Switch. I'm guessing the future there will be less JRPGs for PS5. That's definitely something that could happen, but you just never know. You just never know, right? I mean, that could be a thing though. That could be a thing. That could be a thing, you know? But holy heck, man. This conversation is freaking OD. I love talking to you guys about this stuff. Like, so whatever your opinions are, bring them out. Don't, if I say something about it, don't worry about it. It's just like, it's like a discussion with your homie. So you guys don't need to feel any type of way if I do say I don't think so, or if I disagree with your opinion. It's not that big of a deal. It's supposed to be fun, right? So we're having fun here. So yeah. Shout out to Daniel. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, my man. I never thought Falcom would budge, but that's why I think it's funny, Fitness Man. That's why I think it's funny, dude. It's like I never thought I knew they would budge, but I knew they would be like forced to budge. I was like, all right, Falcom, listen here. Like the only way Falcom was gonna budge was when their audience stopped buying their games. Okay, when they realized that like the audience has switched over to mobile, or they've switched over to like Genshin Impact, or they switch over to like Switch, right? And like Atlas finally figured that out. The last game that they released, bro, that last Trails of Cold Steel game did not sell anywhere near the previous games. So they're like, all right, y'all win. I knew that it was going to go down to the wire, dude. I knew it was going to take a game like, not flopping, but like low-key flopping for them. Being way under what they used to do on like PS3 and PS Vita and early in the PS4s. Like, I knew it was going to take something like that, you know? I knew it was going to do that. And it did, you know, and it did. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, now we have in-house. I mean, yes, they've been working on it, But I mean, like, let's just come on now. They saw the pre-orders. They know what's going on. They saw the sales dips. They saw what was happening with their other games and how the Switch sales were rising. And you know, like they saw it. I mean, they're not dumb. Yo, Creosin Bomb with the $3 says, quick dono on my day 5 of 6 at work. Have a good day. Hey, shout out to Creosin Bomb. You always supporting the stream. Thank you for the $3, my boy. I appreciate that. So thank you for that. Nate E with the $5. Shout out to the Canadian boy. Says, I've yet to play modern turn-based RPG as good as Dragon Quest 11. A few close, but Dragon Quest 11 was really good in my opinion. I don't know if you played SMT5, but from a combat perspective, I definitely like SMT5 more than Dragon Quest. But then again, it depends. I think whether you like Dragon Quest more or SMT5 is how much you like Pokemon. If you like Pokemon a lot, SMT5 is probably going to be the game that you maybe. Now, I'm not saying for everybody, but generally Pokemon people, which most people are Pokemon, like either are Pokemon people or they were Pokemon person at some point, or at some point they liked Pokemon. Almost everybody, right? When it comes to RPGs. So if you are that, or if you're like that, then to me, SMT5 is the clear choice to me, because the variety of gameplay options with SMT5, it's like a mature M-rated Pokemon, you know? It's insane how good the game is. So I think that's the reason why I kind of value SMT5 and even just Persona, that type of combat, a little bit more, because it's momentum based and because it's like Pokemon. So not only can you like string together multiple combos of you hitting people, which makes it fun, but then you can switch out, like you got like infinite number of team members, right? I have 20 something people in my stock, right? So when I'm fighting a freaking boss, I can switch out anybody that I want. I can say, okay, I have this strategy. Anytime that I switch, I get defensive buffs. This person has this person has that. I have a bunch of super moves to pick from. SMT5 combat just is so in-depth, but at the same time, so like, it's so intricate and easy to use once you know what you're doing. It just creates scenarios that are just way more fun to me than any other turn-based RPG that I've played. Like, but that's because of Pokemon, right? Because you have the different demons that you can use. So to me, that just creates a more fun atmosphere. But remember, my favorite RPG of all time before Xeno and before some of these other ones came out was Pokemon. I loved, I mean, I would sit there and play Pokemon for thousands of hours, guys. Not like hundreds, but thousands. I've put probably 100,000 hours of my is that even real? Can I even do that? I think I put like, maybe not 100,000, but I put like definitely 10,000 hours plus. If you count up all the Pokemon games in my life, absolutely I've put 10,000 hours plus into Pokemon games, you know, which I don't think I can say that with any other franchise ever, you know, to put that much time into a single franchise. I don't think I've ever done it with any other franchise. Pokemon's like the one franchise that I have, because I put 3,000 hours plus into Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I know that for a fact. I put 3,000 hours into that, just that game by itself. Then if you add up like Pokemon Black, I think Pokemon Black and White, I put like 1,000 plus hours. Then Pokemon Black and White 2, I put like another 1,000 hours into that game. So that right there, just those games right there, I put, you know, probably 5,000 hours into, you know, or around that. So, I mean, if you count like Pokemon Red, how much I played Pokemon Red and Blue back in the day, oh my God, you know, oh my God. But yeah, let's see. I wonder if Persona 5 Switch would be additional new content. No, I think it would just be Royal. Some people think that it wouldn't even be Royal. Some people think it'd be the original. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Nintendo? Welcome to the stream, my boy. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button. I don't know how many likes we're at, but we should definitely have at least 195 likes on the channel right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Did I find any shinies? Bro, I have not found any. Like, I think I found like 3 or 4 shinies in like my whole entire life of playing Pokemon. Let's see here. Jawbreak with the $5 says, honestly, if there's an area where Switch is weak, it's probably Japanese fighting games and Western titles. Yeah, it's definitely maybe a little bit weaker in those. If you talk about like major games, not like just games in general. I mean, not really. I mean, it's got those. I mean, it's got Guilty Gear. It's got Blaze Blue. It's got 2 Blaze Blue games. It's got Cross Tag, and it's also got that. It's got Samurai Showdown. You know, I mean, it's got quite a number. There are a few missing Japanese fighting games, some of the 3D ones like you've mentioned before, but for the most part, it's still got quite a bit. You know, I wouldn't even say it was really weak in that area. I would say it's still pretty good, to be honest. Like, if I can name 3 or 4 off the top of my head, it's not too bad when it comes to Japanese fighting games. And like I said, it does have Samurai Showdown, has multiple Blaze Blue games, you know. But yeah, I would probably say like Western titles. Yeah, definitely a little bit weak. Definitely, not even definitely a little bit weak in the Western, like major Western front. But I mean, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't care, and because I'm a realist. I'm not one of these, oh my gosh, Switch needs everything. It needs to get every single third party. Nah, it actually doesn't. If a third party developer doesn't want to make it on there, if it doesn't make sense for them for their big Western game, then it doesn't need to come over. There's no point. There's no need for it to come over. So I don't really care, you know? But if a game makes sense, and if I see that it's not doing well, or there's certain areas that to where obviously it could exploit or take advantage of, then I'll make a video like I did with Persona. You know what I'm saying? I'll make that. But that's why you never see me making a bunch of videos about Battlefield and Call of Duty not coming to Switch. I don't care, and it doesn't need to. Like, who cares? You know? Like, if you want to play that style of game, you play it on the system that they're going for graphics, they're going for online, they're going for all of that. So it makes sense. If they don't want to do it, or if they feel that it's not worth their time or whatever porting, that's fine. If some developers want to port it over and try it, then they can. But it's not it's not a big degree of emphasis. Just like the same thing with like Xbox and JRPGs. I have these weirdos on Twitter trying to tell me that JRPGs, there's like hella people that want JRPGs on Xbox, and I'm like, no, there isn't. I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah, there is. Phil Spencer told me. He told me. I'm like, dude, Phil Spencer, yeah, he's got money to pay, like to money hat for certain stuff. Okay, but that doesn't mean there's a bunch of people on Xbox that are buying up all these JRPGs. Bro, there's people on Xbox that it's on Game Pass and they still don't play them. Octopath Traveler was not a highly played game on Xbox Game Pass. Dragon Quest XI was not a highly played game, and people play all sorts of crap on Game Pass, all right? And those games came to Game Pass, and it wasn't like people were lighting up the charts. It wasn't like those games were lighting up the Game Pass charts either. So they're not lighting up the sales charts, and they're not lighting up the Game Pass charts when you can play them for free. So let's not sit here and sugarcoat what it is. Clearly, people don't care about JRPGs on Xbox, and I don't care how many weirdos on Twitter try to sit there and say that they do. No, I want to see numbers. Same thing with Switch. Like there's a lot of there's some Western games on Switch, but the numbers just aren't there. Like they're kind of there, but they're not really there, you know? So I don't care. You know, it's not a big deal. It's not something that's like a pressing matter. It's just Switch people aren't really looking for that type of stuff all the time, you know? So yeah. Let's see. What do you think of Lunar Silver Star? I think it's pretty good. No Sekiro, no Elden Ring, Project Eve, no Devil May Cry 5, etc. Yeah. I think Western-oriented genre games like action games and first-person games on Switch are a weak spot. Yeah, I don't care. I've got an Xbox and PlayStation to cover that, so I don't really care. If you guys want me to care, I don't. I don't care. I just, I'm sorry. I know I've said that a million times now, but like, if it doesn't come there, I'm not like crying over it. I'm really not. I have a PlayStation and Xbox to cover that if I really want to, and I think I'd rather play them on there anyway. So. Yeah, like, big deal, you know? Oh, well. Let's see, Octopath did not appear in the top, in the Xbox 50 most played charts, games charts when it was on Game Pass at all. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, JCat. I remember you posted that on there on Twitter, you know? Yo, what's up, Huddy? Says, hey, yo, OJ, just hopping on the stream. Can I get some Skies of Arcade music? Yes, you can. I think I'm behind on music. Am I behind on music? I am behind on music. Glitch Beats donated nearly 20 minutes ago and wanted music. And I didn't play it. So I feel bad now. Future Tactics. Uprising. Ominous Battle. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the 5 though, Huddy. I do appreciate that. We'll get your music going in just a bit. Shout outs though. Thank you so much, Huddy. Appreciate that. The man has spoken. You guys need to play Lunar the Silver Star. Yes, play Lunar the Silver Star. So yeah. I wonder if people remember the Wii U had Western third party at the launch of the system. Really helped out that system, didn't it? Yeah. I'm telling you guys, like Western third party when it comes to Nintendo platforms is a bit crusty. It's not very good, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I care, like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset or it needs to happen. Nah, it actually doesn't. If they don't want to, they don't want to. If they want to, they want to. If they want to make Mortal Kombat, then make Mortal Kombat. Have at it. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like highly invested into it. Nah, I like the JRPGs. You know, I like the Western games too, but like, like that stuff's better on Xbox because the gameplay in those games are usually kind of dookie and crusty. So you need the graphics, you need all that stuff to make up for the crusty gameplay. You know, like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I started playing that game. People, oh, this game's freaking amazing. It's crusty as hell. It's crusty. The game's crusty, but it has good graphics. It has good voice acting. It has good, you know, good everything. Good music. So it makes up for the gameplay being crusty. It feels a bit crusty, especially compared to some of the other, you know, the other Nintendo games out there and the other first party games. It feels crusty. It just does. And people speaking of this game as if it was so good, I'm like, you know, it makes up for it in the writing and everything else. So it needs those graphics. It needs, like, well, Western games need all that stuff to make up for the crusty gameplay, in my opinion, you know? So that's why I don't really want to play those games on Switch, because you get crusty gameplay and you get crusty graphics. Like, the graphics are crusty, the frame rate is going to be crusty, everything's crusty on this. You just get the crustiest version of the game. There's some exceptions, and I get that. You have the portability play, which that's cool. I get that. You know, but some of these games, man, I'm telling you, like, they drain your Switch battery as if, like, they were, like, drinking it, as if it's, like, orange juice or something like that. So it's just, like, I just get tired. Those games get me nauseated. Like, playing Western games on my Switch portable gets me, like the first-person shooters and stuff just gets nauseated just playing those. I just don't feel like doing it. I'd rather just play those on Xbox and play in good frame rates and all that, man. It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, though, who even buys Nintendo platforms for Western games outside of the Rayman? Maybe Nintendo's my platform and JRPG machine. I mean, there's definitely some people, right? I mean, but it's definitely the secondary / thirdary thing on the system. You know, it's not the main thing. So fitness man, straight dog dookie. Yeah, yo, Red Dead Redemption 2's gameplay is terrible. It's like terrible, but it has the atmosphere, it has the writing, it has all the other stuff that make up for the gameplay just being crusty. Crusty doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad, it just means that it's crusty. Crusty does not mean bad, right? Crusty just means mid. It means mid for those meh or mid. Not that it's like, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. This is a revolutionary gameplay experience with strategy and depth. Nah, it's usually basic gameplay, basic skill trees, basic strategy, basic everything. That's how Western games usually are. Everything's basic as hell because the people that play Western games, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, eat fruit roll-ups and stuff like that. So, I mean, still eat fruit roll-up. Like, that's still a normal snack for those people that, like, that or at least that's the brain level of people that play these games. You know what I'm saying? Fruit roll-ups, you know, are still, like, a thing to them. So, that's the reason why fruit roll-ups are really good, though. Let me just add that in there. But that's the reason why I say that. It's like, everything's basic in these Western games. None of them has any advanced depth to them. Like, they're just, like, they're not like Dragon Quest. They're not like Tales. Like, they're not like some of these other JRPGs that have just, like, layers upon layers, you know, because they don't want to confuse the consumer base out there, because they just want something that's just easy to play, you know, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. This is all this crust talk that I'm thinking about pizza, man. I went on a new diet because I gained about 7 pounds. So yeah, no pizza for me. At least no takeout pizza. I can make my own homemade pizza, but that stuff's not as good. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see here. Used to put fruit roll-ups in the jungle, in the juice recipe in the college. Yo, let's go. Hey, gushers do be hitting though. Gushers do be hitting though. I had to. That's how I gained 7 pounds. Was too many gushers. Gushers do be hitting. Many Western games are overrated, in my opinion. They're great, but they're just overrated. It's not overrated. It's just that they're crusty. It's not over. They're just crusty. You guys just use crusty. No, don't be stealing my lingo. Anyway, y'all just use whatever they. If you want to call them overrated, that's fine. I call them crusty. I just say that Western games are crusty. Not that they're bad. They're just crusty. You know. Let's see here. I randomly buy fruit roll-ups at Aldi's. They got them at the checkout. Hey, there you go. That's how they get you, man. That's how they get you. Halo Infinite's really good. Halo Infinite's not crusty. Halo Infinite's good. That's a good game. I just sent you a direct message on Twitter if you're interested in an updated look at Super Nintendo World Hollywood coming along. Not really, to be honest. I'm not really super interested in it, but I'll check it out for sure because you're the homie, Paul Gale. But I'm not really like super interested in like any theme parks because I'm not going to be going to any theme parks anytime soon because I'm not trying to get like that advanced level of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like that next level of COVID. I'm good. But I'll check it out for sure. Oh, yeah, it's coming along nicely for sure. Definitely coming along. But I'm not going to be going to any theme parks till like 2020, 2025, 2024, 2023 at the earliest. I don't know. Do you think Cyberpunk 2077 is super crusty now? It was crusty from the beginning. Let me play this next Skies of Arcadia music, though. Skies of Arcadia. Yes, the games lack the sauce. Maybe that's better to use, because people be getting salty when I use crusty on, like, the Spawncast. Oh, they're better than all that JRPG trash that you be playing. Oh, OJ, oh! Ah! I signed petition to get this man kicked in and click. You don't say click. Click. Off the Spawncast. They always talking. Oh, social justice warrior. Oh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm telling you, man. They be getting salty whenever I say anything about that. Oh, but they sound like Porky Pig. But it's just like, oh my god, dude. It's like, y'all need to shut up. Stop getting your panties in a bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking about games. It's no biggie. People always out here trying to say somebody's biased about something. Say somebody's this or that. Bro, I don't care. Sometimes I got so many games, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life at times. I'm like, is this really the path that I should have taken? Like, maybe I should have been like a doctor, change the world. I don't know. Here's what I'm doing. Talking to a bunch of brats over there on Sometimes, man. Y'all be whining too much about everything. You know, I'm like thinking, man, what am I doing? You know, I could have been a doctor or a lawyer or do something. You know? What am I doing, bruh? Oh my god, this is a Nintendo fanboy activist. Yeah, man. Oh, OJ, that voice. Which one? What that? The annoyed / annoying voice. You're annoyed and you're annoying. You ever met somebody that's annoyed at you and also annoying? That's how they are. J2 Boo with the $5 says, if it's not copyrighted, can you play GoldenEye N64 pause menu theme? Yeah, I'm not playing anything from GoldenEye. Not playing anything from GoldenEye. But I can play something from like something else. That was way too short. That was way too short for Skies of Arcadia. Let's play another one. Let's see, reevaluating your life. Sometimes I do, man. I'll be honest. You guys are the homies, and like I don't mean it. But sometimes when I'm just thinking about things and like maybe if what's that one song? If I can change the world. Dun, 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 dun. I'm thinking, man, what if I actually did something that changed the world? Dun, 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 dun. If I can change the world. Well, like, I'm thinking, I ain't changing nothing. I'm just a nerd. It's a black nerd talking about video games 24/7. I mean, I guess I probably do obviously I do some cool stuff with you guys. And I think there's a lot of people that do appreciate and their world has changed. So I do it because it does make me feel good when you guys get a game that you guys love, or yo, OJ, you introduced me to this. It changed my life. So don't get me wrong. I do appreciate that. So I'm not even gonna try to sit here in front and say like, I don't appreciate that. It doesn't touch on my heart, because it does, you know? So yeah. The Italian Russian voice, yeah. Like stuff like a Ratchet and Clank, I know is objectively really good, but I haven't played it much since the gameplay doesn't really pull me in. It's missing something. Ratchet and Clank is definitely missing some sauce. It's missing. You know what it's missing? It was called the hype sauce. You know what I'm saying? You ever like had somebody hype up like this restaurant, this sandwich, like, yo, you gotta try this sandwich, you gotta try this thing, and then you go and you take a bite and it's like, that's a okay sandwich, but it ain't a god tier sandwich. It ain't a sandwich that made me like go to Flavor Town. It ain't a Flavor Town guy for their sandwich, you know, cooking Food Network sandwich. It's just a good sandwich. And I think that's what Ratchet and Clank is. Like, it looks good, everyone says it's good, and then you take a bite into it and you're like, it's good. It's not bad. It's solid. It's a solid sandwich. It has everything that you would like in there, but it's missing the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sauce. It's missing that shot of the Big Mac sauce they put on there. Like, what would be a Big Mac without the sauce? It'd be okay if they put just like ketchup on it or something. It'd be all right, but it wouldn't be the Big Mac without the sauce. Me, I have the Frank seasoning salt, the seasoning pepper spray that they use. That's the sauce to me. Some games you can still eat the burger, you can still eat the chicken, you can still eat the taco, but without the sauce, without the seasoning, it's just not quite as good. And I think that's what it is with Ratchet and Clank. It's missing the sauce. You know what game does have the sauce though? Returnal. That has the sauce, but there was a bunch of other stuff that was messed up with Returnal at launch, which they did fix. You can now, you know, they fixed a lot of stuff. So that game has some more sauce. I was playing it a little bit more the other night too. And that game has the sauce. I think that game has the sauce over Ratchet and Clank. I'd give Returnal the nod over Ratchet and Clank because that game has sauce, you know? Need that Lowry's. Lowry's is too salty tasting. It's too like, it tastes too much like you're just injecting sodium into your mouth, into your veins, you know? Yeah, they tried to hype up the dimension stuff. Not really that crazy. Yeah, they tried to. So yeah, the power of the SSD. All I heard was Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, the power of the SSD. Oh, it was like. Y'all ever seen that meme where that dude standing, like that black dude standing, and he's like, it's like a before and after. And then somebody's like, wait a minute, all he did was take a step backwards. Like, you didn't do nothing. That's what the SSD, the power, it's like, wait a minute. All you did was go from here to there. Bro, you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? You didn't. Like, I remember I was playing the game. I was like, yeah, I'm Ratchet. I'm flipping. I'm going to use Dimensional Rift. And I Dimensional Rift, and I just went from one part of the stage to the I was like, wait a minute here. All Ratchet did was go from here to there. And the enemies were like, whoa, now he's over there. Like, he was like, whoa, Ratchet just teleported. He just did a ninjutsu to over there. Like, he didn't, it didn't do anything. There was nothing. I saw people streaming the game. Whoa, Ratchet went from here to there. Ta-da! Okay, that didn't do anything gameplay-wise. It didn't do anything. I was just giving him a freaking Master Chief grapple hook. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. You know? He didn't. He just went from one area and teleported to the other area. That's like all he did. And there was no Kagebonshin no Jutsu. There was no cool smoke animation. There was no hand signs or anything like that, even though Kagebonshin isn't really teleporting, but there wasn't any. He just went from one side to the next side. It's like I've been doing that since Street Fighter days. Dalsim, y'all ever used Dalsim in Street Fighter? Or it goes, yo got flame, yo got teleport. You know what I'm saying? You go from, it's like, I've been teleporting without an SSD. I had the Super Nintendo. I teleported Dalsim from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage. You know, hit you with the Yoga Flame right afterwards. What does this do for me? I've been doing this. You know, I've been doing this. But then when they talk, I remember they were talking about like Jack and Daxter not having any loading screens. It's like, yo, that was like on the PS2, you know? Missing the sauce. Yes, it's missing the sauce, man. It's missing the sauce. Oh my gosh, dude. You can only hook up with the power of the SSD. I mean, there was some cool stuff like where like you're flying through different dimensions and like like the loading times are great, right? Not being able like to have just fast loading times. But yeah, sauce was definitely missed. Clank should have definitely cooked up some sauce. I think that like they missed the opportunity with the female Lombax chick. They should have made her like, she controls almost just like Ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not really any too much different. I mean, she is and she isn't. Like if they would have made her more athletic, if they would have made her to where she has certain skills that were just like like very different. I mean, maybe that could have done things like if her levels were like a lot different, you know, then maybe that would have been pretty cool, you know, but they didn't, you know, like for the most part. So that whole switching back and forth, that was kind of crusty. They should have just made it to where it was just like, I get it, it's intertwined with the story, but it would have just better if they were just like both there, like they made it like a co-op type of thing or something like, I don't know. Like where you can switch in and out and like they each have like their own skill tree and they're together. But I know it's part of the whole story. Like she's like the different dimension Ratchet. I get that. And like it played into the whole thing, but it just ended up being corny at the end of the day, you know? I know. I'm saying she's the different dimension Ratchet. She's the different dimension Ratchet. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they should have just made it to where she's not. It's just like a new character, and like she's like Ratchet's love interest instead. That's what I would have done. I would have just made it to where she's the love interest of Ratchet, and like they fight with each other. You know, blah blah blah. They have team attacks and stuff. I would have just done that. I wouldn't have made it. But then again, I'm from the outside looking in. From their view, the dimension thing, it makes sense to do what they did. I'm just saying, now that I've played it, you know what I'm saying? Now that I've played it and beat it and I saw everything, I was underwhelmed. Not that it's bad, I was just underwhelmed. You know, it wasn't like I was like, oh my gosh. Like, personally, I would have just liked it to where she was just like not the other dimension Ratchet, and like she was actually just like an actual normal character, and she just was introduced as like Ratchet's like love interest instead. That's what I would have thought. But then again, maybe she shouldn't be. Then Shinru would have went absolutely nuts if that was the case. So, yeah, never mind. The furries would have went insane. It would have been like, what's that cartoon back in the day with the wolf that goes like, he bangs on the table and his jaw drops and all that. Yo, Alex, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. They could have done it way more with her. I wish they could have at least different upgrades. Yeah, exactly. It's just the same thing. It's like I said, it's like, what'd you do? You just step back. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is my before and after picture. Here's me now. It's like, wait a minute, bro. All you did was step back. Like, you didn't do anything. You know, that's kind of how I feel with this Ratchet. I feel like I got schmixed. I feel like Insomniac, they schmixed me. They schmixed me for $70. I got schmixed for $70, man. Plus California tax. Man, I got schmixed. I think I got schmixed. Just joined to hear see another Dimension Ratchet with no context, and I almost lost my. Oh man, it's the best Ratchet game, but that's not saying much. I mean, no, that is saying Ratchet games are good. Ratchet games are good, but I mean, I'm usually like, you know, Ratchet games, like, as soon as you buy a Ratchet game, it like literally, it like, I've made this joke before, but I'll make it again. It like literally turns into a greatest hit, like right before your eyes. You're like, oh, thanks for the game. You put it in your bag, you go home and you bring it out, and all of a sudden, you see that your card was refunded $30. You see that there's a reversible cover for greatest hit. Ratchet and Clank becomes greatest hit before you even get home. Now they out here charging $70 for Ratchet and Clank, but that used to be like the greatest hit all-star. Used to line them up, Ratchet and Clank, with those dusty those old crusty kid boxes. People been, because you know it's went through like 50, 60 different hands. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been like 80 owners of the same crusty Ratchet and Clank PS2 game. That's what I'm used to at Ratchet. Even on PS3, I'm just used to that on PS2 and PS3. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh, we need 70. That's like all the Ratchet games combined that I used to play. That's like every Ratchet game I've ever played combined price. So, you know, I'm over here thinking, okay, it'll be worth it this time. You got dimensional rifts. You got thick Ratchet over here. You know what I'm saying? You got all this other stuff. You got Wombax Ratchet. You got all this cool stuff. Let's get it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got home and I played, I was like, wait a minute. After I was like, wait a minute. But Returnal's the sauce, though. Returnal's the sauce. Shout outs to Nate with the $2. Is that an SMT5 plushie behind you? Can I see it? Yeah, you can see it. It's a SMT5 Nahobino plushie. So shout outs to Atlas. They gave it to me. I will change the world. Plushie. So yeah, he's out here. He out here big chillin'. I don't want him to fall. There you go. Let's see. How long is Ratchet? Depends on what level you play it on and everything. It can be anywhere between like 8 to 12 hours, 8 to 15 hours. I put a lot more time into it. I was playing it on the hardest difficulty, so it took me about like, I think like 17 hours because I was getting shot up. I was getting blasted. Let's see. SMT5 and Metroid are my game of the year. They were amazing. Only reason I played SMT because of you. Thank you, OJ, for your insight. Hey, no problem, Nathan. I appreciate that. See what I'm telling you guys? How many people have you guys seen it? Yo, OJ, I'm playing SMT5 because of you. This game's awesome. Got a question. The game before we get an update for Bayonetta 3 Ninja Turtles. Maybe we might be able to get an update for Bayonetta 3 Ninja Turtles at the Game Awards, Mr. Davis. Let's see, just a few minutes behind. I finally caught up with the stream, and man, the bad takes flying. Guardian slander. Lowry disrespect. Lowry's disrespect. It's a good though. Nothing but love. No, I never said the game was bad. Guardians of the Galaxy is actually a good game. I said that the gameplay is crusty. That's all I said. The gameplay is crusty. I mean, you compare that Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, let's just talk about action RPG. You compare Guardians of the Galaxy to Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise gameplay like Mick smokes it. Like compared to Tales of Arise, Guardians of the Galaxy is like that's like the liquor store steak or like the liquor store chicken. Tales of Arise, when it comes to action RPG, that's like the creme de la creme. That's like the nice, you know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Flay restaurant. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, but it has other things that's better. Like the writing's better, the graphics are better. There's other things that make it up to, you know. But like if you're just talking about like the top, right? Like the AAA. Like even though you compare Scarlet Nexus gameplay, that kind of makes smoke shit. Makes smoke. Guardians of the Galaxy, crusty gameplay-wise compared to those. Everything else though, nah, it beats it out. The story, the writing, the graphics, you know, all that type of stuff's better. But, you know, when it comes to the actual gameplay, no, that it don't compare to the top level JRPGs. Even like you want to talk about like FF7 Remake, nah, not even close to that combat. Is Returnal sauce something that you have to play to understand? Reviews feel vague and trying to not spoil it. Returnal sauce is definitely something that you have to play to understand. Returnal sauce, but the reason why Returnal got sauce, because the people that made Returnal, they're indie developers. Sony bought them out, but Housemarque, those guys, they made indie, you know, shooting games, right? They made like the little indie Super Stardust and all that. They made indie little shooting, like twin stick shooters. All they did was take a twin stick shooter, but make it into a. They just made Sony was like, this is what happened with Housemarque. They're like, hey, we want to make a twin stick shooter, and then Sony was like, make a third person shooter where you see the back of someone and you're just shooting. They're like, okay. So all they did was take the sauce that they usually make from their games, because their games are always good. They always bring sauce in their games. They're always good, and they just put it in a third person shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all they did. But I knew that game was going to be a bit saucy. Once I started watching more gameplay of it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this game looks like it's going to have that. You know, once I started watching what you can do in the game, you know? Yo, Zushi, thank you for the subscription. Also, Dan, thank you so much for the subscription too. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate it. Tales of Arise combat flaws become more apparent the further you get into the game. I don't know about all that. I don't know about that at all, actually, to be honest. I think it's really not I don't think the combat has flaws more so than the story and some of the writing, like the characters. But I don't know about everyone says the combat is absolutely incredible. From what I've played, it is incredible. And I think that also might be like a normal mode type of thing too. I'm playing on the hard, so that might not happen with me. Bro, you're complaining so much about the save issue on Returnal. I was complaining about the save issue. That was the problem, but they fixed it though. Because the save issue was a problem. What the hell, man? Like, yo, listen, bro, you got to put your PS5 on standby? What's wrong with them? What if you have kids? What if you got something that you got to do? You got to sit there and put your PS5 on standby all night, all day? Oh, by the way, what if your power goes out? Oh, by the way, they made it to where, like, when there was updates, the update would wipe out your freaking save, your save status. That happened to me one time. They're like, hey, you got to make sure that you go in there and turn off auto updates, because if the auto update is on, then it's like, what the hell, man? If you just made it to where I can just save my game and exit, then go right back. Hades does it. There's so many. Dead Cells does it. There's like a bazillion rogue games that make it to where you can save and quit the game. Returnal coming out here talking about, no, you can't save. Put it in sleep mode. What type of nonsense is that? It's terrible. Terrible. Sorry, I said Super Stardust. I didn't mean Super Stardust. I meant to say Resogun. Yeah, Resogun. That was the game that I was talking about. Resogun's great. Let's see here. You can save and return now. I'm very well aware of that, and I've already stated that you can save in the game now. Nobody said that you can't now. We were talking about what happened before, but I'm already aware of that, actually, when you're not paying attention. If the game had quick resume, then we wouldn't have this issue at all. Unless it wiped out your quick resume. But quick resume is that like employee, like let's say you had like a business and quick resume was like one of your family members. You ever had that business where the family member shows up whenever they want sometimes? Or like you got a really close friend that's like, hey man, like work starts like at 10 and they're there like at 10:30, or they're there. Sometimes they don't come at all, or sometimes they call in last second. When you're supposed to call in like an hour before, That's what quick resume is. Quick resume is like, it's reliable, like you like it because it's family, but at the same time, it's like sometimes it doesn't show up. Like sometimes, sometimes it just doesn't show up. You know what I'm saying? I am chill. I'm just telling you, since you weren't here, that I already knew that, and I already stated that. So I am chill. But yeah, you weren't here, and I already know. So yeah. Saving feature doesn't affect the sauce level. It does and it doesn't. It did back when I was playing it, but yeah, it doesn't affect the core gameplay. It just affects the structure sauce. Like for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake has no structure sauce. Zero structure sauce. You know what has good structure sauce for the most part would be like SMT5, Xenoblade games. Great sauce, man. You just feel like you can hop in, you do side quests, you can do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Great sauce with those games. But like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Persona, those have ghetto structure. That's like no sauce on some of the structure. Some of the structure is just like annoying. It can be fun, but it's also annoying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no sauce. The structure was definitely non-saucy. Definitely non-saucy. Forgot about the structure sauce. I just made that up right now, Huddy. I just made that up right now, my man. I just made it up. I don't know if I ever even said that before, structure sauce. But hey, let's just go ahead. We can do that. We can do that right now, Huddy. We can do that. Yo, Jawbreaker with the $5 says Square should remake Brave Fencer Musashi for modern consoles, or at least remaster it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of the best games I've ever played. I would love for it to be one of the best games that I ever played. But unfortunately, I really loved playing as Barrett because I'm Barrett. No, I'm joking. I really love playing, but no, Barrett's gameplay in the game is really fun. But when you take away characters for the whole game, is it one of my favorite games ever? Now, I agree with you. It's fantastic. But man, like I wasn't rushing to replay that game. I don't know if any game that to me is like my favorite game ever, I want to rush to replay the game. It has to be like a rush to replay it. FF7 structure is so bad. After I was done, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to go back to this. I don't want to go back to this. Characters leave, and I know it follows the original game. I get that, but the original game has the rest of the game. FF7 Remake, you're just in Midgar the whole time. That game, it just feels depressing at times. It's very good. I like it. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. But man, the structure's terrible in that game. It's just terrible. It's just terrible structure. Terrible. Let's see here. But yeah, I do love FF7 Remake though. I do love the game. I do think it's a very good game. It's just that once I was done, I was like, I'm not going back to this. The structure's trash. Terrible. Charles Barkley. I want a turn-based FF7 Remake. If they would have done FF7 Remake with some slight tweaks to the battle system, but turn-based, I think that would have been great. ATB turn-based, and then make it to where they move like Skies of Arcadia, where like you just see them kind of just moving in between turns and stuff like that, even though you don't directly control them. I think that would have been fantastic. I think that would have been really good. But at the same time, I see what they were going for. But honestly, I think it backfired. I think FF7 going for the Western audience and going for what they thought Western gamers would play more on PlayStation, I think that backfired. I think a straight up FF7 remake with a little bit better than PS3 level graphics, so somewhere in between a PS3 and a PS4, because you're not going to get up to the level of what Final Fantasy VII Remake was, like how it is, like the action, like how they did like the graphics. You're not gonna get it to that level, but if it was like what they had, that tech demo, if it was that level, and if it was the whole game, I think it would have sold a lot better. I think they got caught in they got lost in the sauce. They got lost in it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make this really cool new action RPG hybrid that has ATB and kind of like they tried to do it, and I think that they just I think looking back, I can say that might have been a mistake. It might have been a mistake. It might have not been a mistake. I'm not sure. I think sales-wise, it might have been a mistake. I think a lot of people didn't buy the game because it didn't have the whole game on there. I think that might have been a mistake. Judy, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, Judy. They should have did that with the HD pixel like Octopath. What, FF7 or what? Does Square Enix even want to make more parts with that budget? FF7 should have sold more. They got supplemented a lot by like brand deals, so I think that they made plenty of money. But yeah, I think they definitely expected more. Let's see here. FF7 remake was good, but I ain't got time to replay it. Yeah, I mean, even if I had time to replay it, I wouldn't. So I actually didn't know Hades had to save and resume. It's an item that you have to use. No. Anytime you can just, anytime that you go into a room, it saves it. So you can just quit out of there if you want, and it can resume it right from that last room that you were in. So yeah. I got caught playing SMT5 with the patient. That's funny, right? No, you should definitely don't get caught playing SMT5 at work, Mr. Davis. Definitely make sure that you're taking care of your patients at work. It's not funny. No. Let's see. It also shouldn't have been exclusive to PlayStation. I mean, hey, look, Harley H, if they handed, let me ask you a question, bro. If you made video games and some rich douchebag came up to you and was like, hey man, I'll give you $100 million to make this game just on our system, you'd be like, where do I sign? You'd be like, where do I sign? When do I sign? And how fast do you want it, sir? You'd be like, tap that. Here you go. How's it going? How's it go? You shot up their shoes when they walk into the office, bro. I know I'd be like, all right. There you go. I know I would be, bro. So I mean, like, that's what Sony did. Sony walked in, was like, we'll give you, $100 million for this. I would have been doing the same thing. If Facebook said, yo, OJ, $100 million, you just go stream on this Facebook. I'll be like, all right, guys, well, it's been a great run. It's been a great run, but I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you over on Facebook Gaming. Let's get it. like Ninja, like all these guys. Like, look at all these guys. These all Twitch fam. I bleed purple. All this stuff. Oh, next thing you know it, YouTube was like, hey, we'll pay you $15 million to go off of Twitch. All of a sudden, Dr. Lupo was like, my name is Dr. YouTube at this point. How's everyone doing today? My name is Dr. Lupo YouTube, and this man left Twitch faster than, this man left Twitch fat like he was running the Usain Bolt Olympics. Tim the Tap Man, he's Tim the Gone Man. They left other big old audience, all their subs. Oh, I love Twitch. No, you don't. You're out. You're out. They're out. Oh my gosh, dude. They were gone. Look at Ludwig. Loves Twitch. Big Twitch guy, right? He was out. Ludwig, because I'm Lud gone. Promptly got banned on YouTube. Promptly got copyrighted on YouTube as soon as he came in. He's like, well, not my problem. They already paid me. Ludwig's like, all right, I'm good. I ain't worried. Yo, Mas, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, my boy. Thank you. What's from your favorite demons from SMT5? I got a lot of good demons from SMT5, but I don't want to name any because of spoilers. See, Avengers Pass, 2 Black Fridays, and still shelf-warming Walmarts, bro. I'm telling you. All right, guys, we're gonna go and get into random Q&A. If you guys have questions, I have answers for you guys, so you guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. Be more than happy to answer your questions. Also, remember, we do have a giveaway going down on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Giveaway is going down. You know what I'm saying? Giveaway. So make sure you guys, we're giving away SMT3 Nocturne HD remaster. I think it's the digital deluxe edition. I'm not 100% sure. But I just know it's the game. I have one extra code. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and make sure you enter in. sure you guys enter in. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna grab my Avengers graphic when it's down to 20 euros. Okay, Avengers when it's 20 euros. Diva's the name we all grown up for us here. Diva name? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Davis. Are you excited for the Fraud Game Awards? Yes, I'm excited for the game. I'm always excited for the Game Awards. You know why I'm always excited for the Game Awards? Because the Game Awards is always fun. It's always fun to stream. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun to have like the Jeff Keighley stuff. I mean, it's just a good time. For those that are new, like I always stream the Game Awards and I always have fun. Even if the Game Awards suck, I'm like, there's always at least a reveal or two that's worth the watch for me. And like I said, Nintendo usually brings some good stuff there. You know, there's usually like at least a good announcement or two. You know, so to me, at least, I like the Game Awards. I like the Game Awards. I like what they do. I'm a fan. Oh, wait. Not Avengers. I meant Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, you meant Guardians of the Galaxy. Got you. Avengers dropped a few times, picked it up, and like played 3 hours of it. Avengers is trash, Harley. I agree. I think Avengers is pretty bad. I was playing it. I was like, yo, this game sucks. This game's not very good, man. But they tried, at least a little bit. Yes, I'm gonna stream the Game Awards. Yes. The Game Awards is I think, yeah, fun overall. Even though the awards are stupid. Yeah, I feel you, bro. People be capping about the Game Awards. I mean, I don't know if it's cap. The Game Awards does kind of suck. Like overall, the Game Awards it's kind of trash. Like I see why people don't like it. Like overall, it can be kind of trash. Like I get that, but it's still fun to hang out with the homies, right? Like, that's why if you have like a real community, if you have like a fake community, you know what I'm saying? Like people just show up, you're just popular just because you're popular, then yeah, I mean, it ain't that fun. You don't know any of these people. They're all these blank avatars. You don't know any of these people. Who cares? But if you've got a real community where you're making jokes, cracking jokes, having fun, then streaming events becomes fun. Even if the event sucks, it becomes fun, you know? Like, so like you can put like the whole, what was it? What's that show that I put up on there? I forgot that show that I use whenever I'm sleeping. Gumball, yeah, Gumball. You can do the whole Gumball meme. You know, you can have fun. So that's the reason why I like doing like the whole Joseph Fares guy, like the F the Oscars, stuff like that is hilarious. You know, like I like moments like that. Like I remember the first time that I streamed the Game Awards, or the first time that I went full time on YouTube and I streamed the Game Awards. I think it was 2017. And I put up like a Doritos Pope Jeff Keighley, what's it called? Thumbnail. And like 300 people subscribed to my channel instantly. It's like as soon as I started the stream, like 300, because like back then we didn't have as many people streaming, right? So it was just a little bit like different. And like so many people, like hundreds of people just subscribed. Like my subscribe meter was just going off the charts. So it's like those moments and those memories are always fun, you know. I would say the FGAs gave us that amazing reaction. You had to be, oh my god, dude, Bayonetta 3 reaction was nuts. You guys check out my Bayonetta 3 reaction. It was so good. Oh my god, I had so much fun. I had so much fun. It was good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was a bit different time back then. It was a bit different time. I was in my empty room. You guys remember that room? And then I put up a bunch of stupid looking posters. I was in my empty room, dude. I just had this like extra room. It was like it's actually what I use for my bedroom right now. But I didn't have a bed in there back then. It was just like my office. But all I had was a desk, a gaming chair, and like my TV for like my video games and all that. That's all I had in there. I want It Takes Two just to see Joseph Fares go crazy. Yeah. The video game reminds me of the BET Awards, which is good time. To me. Yeah. The poster days. There was a long time that I had no posters in. It was just a room. It was just an empty room. You know? Which is interesting. I think I'm gonna go back to that room though. I'm gonna go back to that room. It's not gonna be the same though. I'm gonna actually make it into like a gaming room. But I'm not gonna have this setup though. I'm gonna have soundproofing foam, but it's not gonna be where you see it. But there's definitely gonna be soundproofing foam, or there's not gonna be as much. But I'll be doing something different though. But I haven't really. I'm kind of just picking on the design. Like I haven't really thought about what the final design is. So I'm like, I'll just wait until I really want to know what I want to do with the final design. You know, because I've been mulling couple different things in my head about it. Did I play everybody's music? J2 Blue, what did you want? I can't play GoldenEye. What did you want, though? Didn't your daughter pop in during that stream? I'm almost positive anytime that I streamed from 2015 to 2018, my daughter popped in at some point, you know? So, yeah, she probably did. Yeah. So, but it was a good time, though. It was a lot of fun. I mean, that Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2, and Bayonetta 3 announcement, that was just, oh. That was just, it doesn't get better than that. It does not get better than that right there, man. So, I mean, I'm down for that again. Give me some more of that, please. You know? Give me some more of that, and I'll be a very happy customer. Very happy person. Very happy. Those Bay announcements for OD. Yeah, they were so good, man. They were so good. By the way, Party Man, speaking of OD, did you watch the CEO with Super Smash Brothers with Cola versus is it Gluttony or Glutoni?
Hey you.
One of those two.
I want to shake your hand.
Yo, Jock Itch with the $3 says just enjoying the stream. Thank you so much.
I want to shake your hand, sir. I want to shake your hand.
Here you go. For those that are new, some of you guys are wondering what those two things that I do are. I was like, I put the dollars in the pockets. I'll explain it since we do got a few people here. I'll explain to you guys what the dollars in the pockets song. This is OJ's Bizarre Adventure. You guys have heard it, but we'll talk about it again. Hold up, we got to put the music though. JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Jolene. How about that, Jolene? Jolene theme remix. All right, we'll put a Jolene theme remix. New Donk City. Okay, we'll do it right after this. We'll put a remix. So let me tell you guys the story of what happened with the I want to shake your hand for those who don't know. So there was this meme that was going around. You know what I'm saying? That was like, there was this guy on this plane, right? Big old fat like white guy. He wasn't that fat, but he was kind of fat. But he was on the plane, and there's like this couple, and he's like, I want to shake your hand. Hey, you, I want to shake your hand. And then people are saying like, hey, like the people are like, oh snap, like I don't want to get to this guy's kind of crazy. He's like, hey, no, get out of here. Yeah, get off of me. I want to shake your hand, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I just want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake their hand. And like, he had to be like restrained and taken off the plane. Because he kept on saying, I want to shake your hand. So that's where I got it from. If you look at the background, you can see like it's the actual guy and like the two people. I think maybe if I play it again, I'll see it.
Hey you.
You can.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
These two people are like scared and like he's like, I want to shake your hand. You know. So that's where I got that from. It was just like a little joke that we would make, like meme back in the day. And then the other one put the dollars in the pockets. That's this one right here. Let me do it from. I think Jawbreaker did it. Who did a 5 throw out actually? Put the dollars in the pockets. Yeah. Put the dollars in your pockets. So behind there, you see like that's the Wario stage from Mario Kart Double Dash. When I was younger, me and my friends, we used to play Mario Kart Double Dash, but we used to also flip dollars, like gamble, flip dollars a lot. I remember one time we were playing Mario Kart Double Dash, and like we were at my friend's house for his birthday. And we were flipping dollars. We were playing Mario Kart Double Dash. We were having a good time. And we were just flipping. And then, but his dad was against flipping dollars and gambling in his house. So then out of nowhere, his dad, while we're playing Mario Kart and having fun and flipping dollars, this dude's dad busts into the room and was like, hey fellas, put your dollars in your pockets. Like everyone just like froze. We were all like, and I looked over, and right as like he said that, it was right there where Wario was like that. Put the dollars in your pockets. So we always it like synced up magically. Dollars in your pockets, and Wario and that dude's dad. So we all thought it was pretty funny. So we always say, put the dollars in your pockets. Let's go. Anyway, those are the two stories behind that. And I said both of them in the time of the song. So there you go. New Donk City. New Donk City theme. Let's go. Put the dollars in the pockets. Shout outs to Slade Wilson. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. When is the Game Awards? It's Thursday, my man. Let's see. Freaking love it. My students wouldn't understand. LOL. Yeah, for those who don't know, like, I don't have any money on me right now. My wallet's not in here. But what you used to do is you used to take like a take like a dollar like this. Take a dollar and like you fold it like this, and then you fold it like this, and then you flip it. Then you call evens or odds. And if it's like two tails, that's evens. If it's two heads, that's evens. If it's a tails and a heads, that's an odd. So whoever called it wins. So you can play like a three-way flip where there's three people and whoever's the odd man out wins. So whoever has something different from the other two people, they win the dollar. You can flip fours if you want. You just have to keep going until somebody, it's all one person just wins that. Or, there's all sorts of ways to play it, that we played it back in the day. So it was a lot of fun. Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 would be at the Game Awards? Maybe. Maybe. Shout outs though. Jawbreaker with the $5. I just hope Nintendo does kidnap more Sony exclusives next gen just to see fanboys' reactions. Kidnap? I don't really think Nintendo would do anything. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, just wait and see. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's gonna be a lot. I mean, if it makes sense for them to do it, and if there isn't, like, and if they can, they'll get it done. If not, then then they won't. At the end of the day, that's really what it goes down to. Or what it comes down to. Thank you for the $5 though, man. So yeah. So my game of the year is either Isaac Repentance, probably does not count. I don't know what that is, and Neo 20 or Dread. Okay, nice. Good games. I think the big announcement will be PS5 VR. That's the big I doubt that's the big announcement. Major looking good, trying to sleep, but that funny voice is too much. Biting my pillow not to wake up my girlfriend. Hey, shout out to my man. Shout out to the prayer fam, you and your girlfriend. Let's see. Kidnapped to be funny. Okay, I feel you, man. Yeah, I saw the tournament. Great win by Cola. Also Black Excellence. Yes, sir. It was good. I was really happy for Cola. I was really happy for Cola to win. Glutoni coming all the way from like Europe though. Like that's rough to get second place. I mean, did that second place even cover his well, I mean his sponsors covered it. The only thing that I'd like to see is I'd like to see Cola get sponsored by somebody outside of Moist. I just don't like hearing that other dude always yelling in the background, man. Like I think I'm over that. But yeah. But hey, you take the sponsors that you can get. So maybe like Liquid or somebody like that, or maybe like NRG can get back into it and sponsor Cola. I think NRG would be a great one for Cola to kind of get back into it. I think he deserves something about like that.
Hey you. I want to shake your hand.
Kriosim Bomb with the $3 says, can I get a Chrono Trigger victory fanfare in honor of the Lions' first win? Yo, Kriosim, I got you, man. Oh my gosh. Victory fanfare Chrono. Hey, there you go. Finally. LOL, you're not feeling moist? Nah. Not that I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything against, and feel free, Moist, to sponsor my stream, by the way. I have nothing against him. I have nothing against, anybody that with that whole situation with him and all that. I just said, I mean, take what you can get, but, I personally, I just think it'd be kind of cool if he got, like, something else. But no hate towards Moist, no hate towards, their program that they got going there. Penguin dude, like, no hate towards him. I think they're all good people for the most part. I don't think they're bad people. It's just, I think it'd just be cool to actually see him, like, put the esports jersey on and not like a headband, like that's all. But hey, it is what it is. Got a question. What's going on with the video about Bayonetta? I'm not sure if I'm gonna make one yet, Mr. Davis. I haven't made it yet. Cola definitely looking really strong, likely a top 10 player. Yeah, Cola's looking really good. Yo, James, thank you so much for becoming a member. Tune in tier once again, my boy James, with that tune in tier pledge. Thank you so much for becoming an elite ninja. Let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah. Thank you, James. Appreciate that, my boy. Good to see you here in the chat. Hey, shout outs to Gamer Goon. Yeah, Colo's looking good, man. He's definitely looking really good. That Roy is just so, like, how do you keep that Roy off of you? You know? That Roy is just so aggressive. So aggressive, you know? Really aggressive Roy. It's just hard to keep. It's just, he just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. It's just, it's nuts. It's hard to, you know, hard to really do anything against that. Hard to really fight against that when he's that, and like when he, and like it's hard to gimp, even though it's kind of hard to gimp him too at times, you know. Even then, it's kind of still kind of hard to gimp him. Let's see, is it possible to emulate NES games on PC, or did Nintendo shut down all the online ROMs? That's something that you can just look up yourself, Jawbreaker. You know, like that's not something that I mean, but yes, obviously it's possible. I don't think it's not, but that's something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the details or what websites to go to. If you're asking me about that, I don't. But you can just Google search it, dude. Pretty sure you'll be able to find it. Thank you for the $5 though, man. But I don't think Nintendo's ever gonna shut down every single ROM site. I don't know if that's possible to do something like that. But like I said, you could just Google search it. But I don't know, and I don't know any websites or anything because I don't care about ROMs and all that. Thank you for the 5 though. I appreciate that though, Jawbreaker. OJ, what game would you like to see turn into a movie? A game that turned into a movie? I don't know, because movie games usually suck, Charity. So I don't know, but I can give you the other way around. I can give you a movie that I'd like to see be a game, which those also kind of, yeah, the movie games usually suck too. But I mean, I would love to see Invincible. I mean, that's a really cool. It's not a movie, but it's a animated show on Amazon Prime. I'd love to see Invincible. Or if there was like a new Matrix game. There's been Matrix games before, but I mean, John likes the second game, Path of Neo. I don't really like it. I don't think it's very good. And like the first game, Enter the Matrix, I don't think that's very good either. I tried to like those games, but I think they suck. But yeah. Anyway, like Matrix would be kind of cool too. Like a good Matrix, you know, a good Matrix game. Dragalia Lost anime series. Also, hi OJ. Hey, what's up, Ventus? Vanquish movie. I think a Vanquish movie would be really interesting. That'd be like super interesting and fun. Postal was the only decent movie Uwe Boll did, probably an accident. I mean, I remember that guy got so much play back in the day. Like, he doesn't even make movies anymore, does he? Yeah, he dispensed a fatality. Literally didn't let him play. Yeah. And like Fatality didn't even let like MVD play. Like, you guys see how Fatality did the MVD? I'm telling you, man, the meta's changed. Like with these rushdown characters, the meta's changed, man. Like they buffed up these guys like Roy, they buffed up Falcon. The meta's definitely changed because these guys are suffocating. They don't let you at it. Like depending on the matchup, it can be very difficult for you to play. You know, be very difficult for you to play. Yeah, Fatality just quit, man. He just put a bomb on himself and was just like, I'm out. Fatality just, or MVD just quit, you know? The first Silent Hill movie was not that bad. Meh. I remember playing the Matrix movie game, so I can be Jada Pinkett Smith character. Yeah, I thought that was cool too. Until I played the game and I'm like, man, this game sucks. Like, because like Devil May Cry came out before that game, and Devil May Cry was like way better, you know. So and then like also there was like Beautiful Joe, which came out around the same time too, which also had like bullet time, like where you slow down time and stuff. So like Beautiful Joe and Devil May Cry, there was no bullet time in Devil May Cry like that, but like there was better games that used bullet time that way. There was like Max Payne. Max Payne was definitely better too, you know. So, But Max Payne also sucks as well. Like, I don't think that franchise is that good. People love Max Payne. I don't think it's that great. I just think that it created the whole bullet time type of deal for games, or that was when it got really popular. But I don't think Max Payne was that great either. But I did play the games back in the day. So yeah. Peach finally back to getting the top 8 again out of the major after so long. Yeah, Mute Ace, right? Wasn't he in the top 10 or the top 8? Next time I see my GF online shopping, I'm gonna say, put your dollars in your pockets. There you go. Put the dollars in your pockets. Yeah, somebody Ventus said Dragalia lost for like anime or something. Jakin says MVD a bum. Nah, MVD's still good. His Snake is still super fun to watch play. That dude's Solid Snake is actually legitimately OD at times. But it's just hard for Solid Snake to land. You know, it's just hard for him to land on the ground when you're playing against somebody that has like rush down, like Fatality. So yeah. Let's see, Peach players definitely finally de-rusting from online. I mean, like I said, if Sam Sora was allowed to play, this would be a whole different ball game right now. Jawbreak with $5. I'm hoping the new Monolith game is new medieval action RPG featuring concept artwork from years ago. Yeah, check out my video. If you didn't see my video, I did talk about that a bit more, Jawbreaker. That could be something that they're doing. You know, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. There could be nothing at all. There's actually like a lot of different areas that could go. Thank you for the multiple donations today, man. Jawbreaker always coming through with multiple donations. You guys give some love to Jawbreaker, supporting the stream. Let's see. I do not respect Snake players. Why? Snake's awesome, dude. Snake's not easy to use. Like, Snake's hella good, but Snake's not easy to use. You know? There is no pause. You really think of what dudes they still call their it's just Snake. I got Snake. Come on now, bro. Come on now. There is no pause. Stop it. And if you thinking like that, that's on you, not me. That's on you. Some of y'all weird. Snake is a personal favorite. Snake is awesome. I like watching Snake players play is just dope. You know? It's just dope. This is really good. You know, it's like Snake is just like the way that he moves, like the way that like his attacks, like what he has, like Snake it's just fun to watch, you know? So that's just my own personal opinion though. I agree with you. People thought beforehand that Peach wasn't a top 10. I'm not even joking. Oh my God. Party man, I'm telling you. I get it, but I'm just saying, man. Like, listen, all right? Peach is easily the best character in the game, by far. No, I'm joking. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is this. I know that you're carried by Peach. Here's what I know. Party man carry. Hot take. I suppose it's because they don't even play the game. They just shoot missiles, throw grenades, and sneak you with C4. Yeah. Whoa, we're definitely gonna hide that. Oh, just watch the language, my man. Peach is brain dead. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I would just say that he's carried though. Party man carried by Peach. Carried. You know what I'm saying? Carried. My man out here getting carried to the promised land. I don't know. I mean, some people don't like watching Snake players play because, yeah, the missiles and all. But I think it's fun. Like when somebody shoots a missile, it goes like. Even watching bad Snake players play is fun. Like, I don't know. You get used to always watching the same characters at times. It's just fun to see because like you don't see a lot of top level Snake players because what's his face? Salem got Salem got kicked out of the community too. So Salem's out. You know what I'm saying? Who else was a Snake player? Anti did use Snake as well. Anti's out. Who else is a Snake player? We had a lot of Snake players just gone. You know. A lot of like the American Snake players, they out, you know, so it is what it is. Let's see if people be sleeping on Banjo. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe some people sleep on Banjo, but I don't know. We got Peach and Falcon in top 8, but not a single wolf to be seen in top 32. That's how the tables have turned. There wasn't any wolves that went there though, right? Zach Ray didn't go. Like, there wasn't actually wolf players that went to the event though. That's the best wolf players didn't go. Am I not correct? Yeah, Ally. Exactly. Ally's Snake was looking, you know, his solid Snake was looking like it was going to be one of the best. He was looking like he was going to be a top 10 player. Was he not? Can we just all agree to that? It was looking like Ally was going to be a top 10 player before he got not even before he got bodied out of the scene, before he out here fixing games with Captain Zach. Ally was top 10. Okay, yeah, he was top 10. There you go. But it was looking like Ally was going to be like a force to be reckoned, like one of the best, if not the best. He could have been the best player in the game, you know? He was looking unbeatable at times, you know? And, you know, he just, obviously, he doesn't even really play. Does he still go to tournaments in Canada? I think that whole thing kind of ruined his life. I think that whole situation with Captain Zach ruined his life. I think it low-key ruined his life. What life he had, and now he has to do something else. I'm pretty sure he's probably just working a normal job, right? I don't think he ain't really a content creator or anything anymore, right? Like, I think it ruined the life that he had, you know? Which, it is what it is. I mean, but here's what I'll say. I'm not sitting there and say that I respect, or it's not sitting there I agree with it, but if I'm not correct, somebody just give me, it was legal in the states that they were from. Canada, legal, right? 16, if I'm not correct. And I think, what's Zach from? Georgia or Alabama? 16? So I don't know how it is international. I don't know how it is, like, because like they were at other places. But if it's legal in the state that you're in, can somebody explain that to me more? Like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't any problem, like Canada, right? Like, that's the age. Everything's okay, right? If I'm not, some Canadian people help me out here. It's 16, right, for Canada. He still goes to some locals in Montreal. Nothing big. Okay, yeah. I just want to know: is it legal? Was he? It was legal, right? It just looked really bad. I don't agree with that age gap. Like, that age gap was insane. I just want to know, like, the age for legality in Canada. That's what I want to know. You know, I want to know if it was illegal or not. I don't remember, or somebody in Canada can let me know, or somebody who knows. I think 16, but can't be in a relation with someone over 20 here. Oh, okay, yeah, then that's not good. If that's the case, that's not, because then it's not legal. Because you said it's 16, but you can't be in a relationship with somebody over 20. Okay, yeah, that's totally illegal then. So yeah, no, that's not good. Yeah, it's totally illegal. I didn't agree with it either way. I didn't agree with it. But now, like, it's like super, 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 like, not agree with it. Because you just said that you can't be in anybody over 20. And he was definitely over 20 at the time. So, yeah. So yeah. Snake was so clean. Yeah, Snake was good, man. OJ, do you think Bayonetta might be at the good movie to make it the anime cartoons to watch? There is an anime with it. There is an anime. It's if you go on, I don't know where the anime is where you can watch it, but there's a movie. You can definitely buy it on, like, Blu-ray. But yeah, there is a Bayonetta movie. It's okay. It's solid. Did I grab Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Yeah, I did, Jungle Lee. Check out my videos on the channel. I've already talked about the reviews, and I talked about how I play. I actually, like, gave it, like, my own little pseudo review as well on the channel. Check it out. Let's see here. I can see Snake versus ZSS player. Also, Mega Sasori. I changed my name to match my Twitch. Hey, everyone. Hey, what's up, Mega Sasori? But now you're left top? Left top? Is that the name? By the way, Joker players are carried. Okay, yeah. How many Jokers have we seen since Ally said I'm done? How many Jokers have we seen? Barely any, right? Am I not correct here? Joker's never been carried. Joker's been all about that skill, baby. All about that skill. Okay, you convinced me on now I will main Snake. You're not gonna main Snake. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it's a 4-year limit here too. Yeah, 4-year limit. Okay, so between 16 and 20. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good rule. That's a good rule because like 16, you're still in high school. So yeah, I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with that at all. I just wanted to know like the whole legal aspect of it or not, you know. But no, I didn't agree with it. Even then, like 20, I think it was 27 and 16. That's not right, dude. Like that's just not right. I think here in America though, there is no age like limit. It's like here's the age, and it's different by state. Canada, it's all one thing, right? Here in America, it's like some places it's 16, some places it's 17, some places it's 18. You know what I'm saying? But then there's like, oh, well, there's like, you know, it's just weird. But yeah, some places it's different in different states. So that's what makes it confusing with America, because some states it's younger, some states it's older. It just depends. But then there's also like, okay, it's like, yeah, like 17 legal, but it's like, oh, but if they're 2 years apart, there's like Romeo and Juliet. It's like, but it's like, oh no. But even if there's like something, it's like Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so you guys are close enough to where it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, okay. So then somebody 18 can be with somebody 16. Yeah. But that's Romeo and Juliet. It's not different. But what if they're like 21? Oh no. That doesn't work. No, you can't do that. But it's like, it's like it can get confusing for some people. Thankfully for me, I've always dated women my age or older than me, or like 1 year younger than me, but never like multiple years younger than me. Well, yeah, never multiple. Like I was about to say till now. I mean, like my fiance now, she's 20. What is she? 27? Well, she's 27, 26. One of those two. Yeah, she's 20. She's 27. She's 27. So she's multiple years younger than me, but that's different. We're both, you know, older now. Let's see, I'm sticking a woman near my age. Yeah, that's probably the move. That's probably the move, guys. That's the move. Left top. Okay, left top. California, you could be 19 and date a 16-year-old, but there can't be any actual stuff. Yeah, that happens. Sure, I mean, I'm almost, yeah. You guys just gotta be friends, like Tyga and Kylie Jenner. Remember all that? It was like, yo, Tyga's like 26, she's like 16, 17. It's like, oh no, they're just good friends. Dude, like the minute she turns like 18, it's like, oh yeah, they're dating. They've decided to make their relationship official. It's like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. There's nothing going on there beforehand. There's absolutely nothing going on beforehand. Absolutely nothing, dude. Absolutely nothing beforehand. They're just good friends. I would go a few years older, but I tried before I got bodied. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, didn't that happen with Charity? I mean, Charity's here, right? Like, is Charity still here? Charity, remember when you stiff arm Party Man? There's Romeo and Juliet laws in some states that allow for people close in age to be engaged in relationship. Yeah, Alex. Yeah. Well, some countries like Taiwan, where my mothers are from, as well as Japan and other places have family registries still. Weird incest laws making it not blood-related family illegal to marry. Okay. Yeah, that was who I referenced. Yeah, you got bodied by Charity. It happens, man. It's not that big of a deal, though. It happens to all of us. You know, it happens to all of us. Like, you can get bodied I've been bodied. Dude, did I tell you guys the time that, like, I went to a party when I was in college, and I wasn't even really trying to hit on this girl, but I think she thought that I was, and like I said, hey, hi, you know, my name's OJ, whatever. And she like looked at me, and she looked at my hand, and she just like, she like walked away, and I was like, all right. Like, you guys don't know, you guys don't understand how many times I was disrespected in college. I had a girlfriend that brought the guy that she cheated on me with to me to like say, hey, here's the guy. I was like, it's a big old tall football player. I was like, what do you want me to say to him? Like, hey, how's it? Thanks for doing stuff with my girlfriend. I appreciate that, my brother. Like, what do you want me to say? You know, like the amount of times I was disrespected in college was just insane. So it happens to all of us. I've been bodied just as bad, if not worse. Says, bro, if I had $1 every time I've been bodied, bro, it happens, man. It happens. So it happens. He's good. Got a date next Saturday. OJ, I'm gonna make this girl, or I'm gonna take this girl to a restaurant. She worked there. Oh, you got a date next week? Hey, let's go, Mr. Davis. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hey, Mr. Davis, whatever you do, don't talk about video games like you talk about video games here. Just talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like how you're doing, you know, what's up, you know, how's work? What do you plan on doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your short-term goals? What's your plans? You know, just stuff like that. You can just talk about that. Like, what's your favorite type of movies? What else do you like to eat? Stuff like that. Don't be talking about no video games, man. You know? 3 below and 3 above for me when it comes to dating. Yeah. Nah, tell her about Xenoblade. Tell her about the Xenoblade 3 trailer. The Xenoblade 3 trailer that you got schmixed on, Mr. Davis. Hey, OJ, no, I met her at her job. Oh, you met her at her job? Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. That's good, man. I'm glad that you're dating, because I mean, you tried to remember. Hey, Mr. Davis, remember when you tried to tell Charity that you're gonna date her, like out of nowhere? So you ain't even seen her or anything like that. So I'm glad we've evolved from that, Mr. Davis. I'm glad we've evolved from that. All right, take it easy, Jawbreaker. Have a nice dinner, man. Hey, thank you for the donations today, man, and thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it. Yeah, so never take RGT's advice. Yeah, maybe that might not be the best thing to do. Might not be the best. Charity had to bring her out the shadows. Yeah, we had to bring her out the shadows. Say, hey, OJ, that wasn't me. That was my twin brother. Wait, what? What do you mean? So you don't have a date, Mr. Davis? Oh, that was your oh, that was your twin brother that was hitting on Charity? Yeah, it was Mr. Davis 2. Mr. 2 Davis? Oh my gosh. I thought you literally wanted to talk to Sherry. Because he kept on spelling your name wrong. Sherry, not Charity. Oh my gosh, dude. Gotta make the old lady wait a decade for a ring. We 5 years in. This man Nate out here. Charity was like, "How about no?" Yeah, Charity was definitely like, "How about no?" Yeah, she definitely gave him a "How about no?" That was hilarious. I was like, "Yo, hold up, Mr. Davis. You don't even know her, bruh. What you mean, man? What you mean? What you mean?" Y'all show my way of life. You should right up here. She wants. Yo, Mr. Davis, bro. I know, I feel you, man. But you need to just date girls that are in your area. Charity could be a serial killer for all you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could be somebody that like mauls dudes. You don't know. You don't know people over the internet like that. Charity, she could put this outward appearance of she's just like this, you know, cute little girl. You know. Well, she's not little. Charity's like 6'7", but like just cute girl. You know what I'm saying? That like that is just nice in the chat, but then she could be a killer on the inside. You know, like she can be like a killer. You know, you just don't know. You know. Oh, my bad. She's 5'10", 5'10", guys, 5'10". We're just all short. Charity's actually normal. We're just all short. I think Charity is like, I think Charity's 6 foot. I did a measurement test. That's what I did. Charity, I think you're like 6 foot. Here's the reason why I think you're like 6 foot. I measured the type of door that you have. I looked up that same type of door, the model and everything. So I did some sleuthing and I looked it up. And then I measured the distance of where your head is compared to the door on there. And you measure up to be about 6 foot. So I think you're a little bit taller than what you say that you are. I think, or you were wearing shoes in one of the pictures. Because based on my sleuthing, based on that door and the measurements from the door and the pictures that you post, it looks like you're about 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot. I think you are. I think you're like 5'11" and a half. I think you're almost. I think you dock yourself a little bit. And I know some women do that a lot. You know? I think some women do that. You know? Stalker essence. Hey, look. Charity's all. I think the reason why I did it is I thought Charity was lying about her height. You know? So I was like, sometimes tall girls usually lie about their height. Short guys usually lie about their height. Right? I'll give myself 5'9" on my best day. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". You know? On my best day. Because guys, they want to be a bit taller, right? Charity, I think she obviously, like, you know, being that tall sometimes might be an issue for some guys, right? Because the average height of a guy is 5'9" in America. So you're going to get guys that are a lot shorter. You're going to get guys that are taller. Whatever the case is, right? So I think Charity docks about a couple inches off her height. An inch or so off her height. I'm between 4'11" and 7 foot. Oh, I'm tall, but not a giant. You're a medium person, you'll see. If I meet you in person, Charity, you've got to be wearing flats. Because if you wear anything that, like, if you wear like Nikes, it's going to give you about 1.5 inches and you're going to look 6 foot. So, like, that's the thing. If I ever meet you, you're going to look about 6 foot. Like, look at the Zendaya chick. She's 5'10", right? But she appears to be a lot taller than her Spider-Man boyfriend, right? He's about 5'8". She's 5'10", but she appears to be a lot taller because of her shoes. So she appears to be 6 foot, you know? Because whenever she wears she wears heels, she's like 6'1", 6'2". When she doesn't wear heels, she can just be wearing a pair of Nikes and she looks about 6, you know? So I think that's kind of like you too, you know? Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being, like, tall chicks are good too. Like, tall chicks are great. I've dated a number of tall girls. Before I got married, I dated 3 girls on Tinder that were all like 5'11". One of them was 6'1", and she did not care. She really liked me. There was just something. I think she was about ready to pick me up and kiss me. You know, like, so there was just something about it, like she leaned down a little bit, and she liked me, but she just reminded me of like Lisa Leslie or something like that. I was just like, I'm gonna get like crossed up in basketball. I didn't know. I just felt. I don't want to like it wasn't bad, but it just felt off, you know? What's up, Aaron W? Thank you for the subscription. I'm doing pretty good, Terry. How you doing today, bro? I'm 6'1.8". Usually go 6'2". Yeah. It just fell off. I don't know. So, but yeah, she was tall. And she wore heels, you know? She wore, like, not the biggest heels, but she wore heels. So she was, like, very much kind of towering over me a little bit. She was definitely around, like, in those heels, she was, like, 6'2". But she was, like, legit 6'1". Because when we were at my house, she took off her shoes. And, like, I was expecting, she took off her heels, and I was expecting her to go down a little bit. But, she didn't go down that much. It was only, like, It was still, like, I'm looking up at her like this. So it was just kind of, like, she was definitely like a cool, you know, 6 foot something, you know? So then I was just asking her basketball questions all the time. Because she played college basketball, so was just asking her basketball questions. So it was just kind of weird. It's like we went on like 3 or 4 dates, and like the last date, what made me say, you know what, this isn't for me? Like, she like, what is it when you laugh and like you snort? She like snorted, and then on top of that, she did pick me up at one point. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, that's cute, and she was like, and she like just like she's like, you're so cute. She like picked me up and kissed me on the cheek, and I was like, she like kind of like lightly did it, and I'm like, all right, I think I'm good. I think that's where I draw the line. All right, like I drew the line there. She like picked, almost kind of like I was a plushie, and like I think that's where I drew the line. I was like, okay, like I'm good, you know. Oh my gosh, that I was like, I think I'm good at this point, you know. So yeah, Jeff forgot to mention the hood people call me painkiller. No, you didn't forget to mention that, Mr. Davis. You've actually already told us that before, that they call you painkiller because you be switching up your fighting style. So I got you, man. It's Mr. Davis's saying it in the hood. They call him painkiller because he be dishing out the pain. Yo, Dream Soar 100. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was like a low key kind of like a plushie. So I was just kind of like, I think this is where I think I'm done. I just stopped answering the phone calls, and then she was like, "Oh, like you could just tell me, are you good?" Like she's like, "It's my height, huh?" And I was like, "No, it's not your height. It's not your height." She's like, "Yeah, it's my height." Cause I was just like, I didn't want to tell her it was her height, but you can tell that she's been through that before. Like that's not the first time that she's been through it. But I think she's married. She found somebody already. I remember her texting saying that she's married or something like that, like a year later or something. So she found somebody. I think the dude was kind of short though. She sent me a picture. He wasn't quite. He was taller than me, but he wasn't as tall as her. That doesn't matter though. She didn't care. She never cared. She said she was dating like 5'5" guys. I was like, what were you doing? Were you picking them up and like putting them in your suitcase and like walking out with them? She said she was engaged to a guy that was like 5'5". I was like, did you pick him up and put him in your bag? Yo, Ramble, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say, Charity, is that, yeah, nothing wrong with tall girls are great. Yeah, tall girls are awesome. Like I said, I dated multiple tall girls. Multiple. Nothing wrong at all. They all like me. Pretty sure a couple girls dated me because I was tall. No other reason. They were also about 6 foot. You dated other girls that were 6 foot? Well, yeah, girls that are tall are always looking for that guy that's tall, you know. Guy needed a booster seat. Yeah, he needed a little bit of a booster seat, you know. Might have needed that booster seat. Advice: we'll watch. I should go out for watching things on a first date. Where are you gonna go? You gonna go to the movies? Just take her out to dinner. Just take her out to a nice restaurant. Don't take her out to the restaurant that she works at. Take her to a nice restaurant. Go pick her up and take her to a nice restaurant. Don't take her to fast food. Don't take her to like, you guys probably don't have In-N-Out, but don't take her to any like burger place or anything like that. Take her to, if it's a casual first date, I always would take like to a really casual place like to eat. But if it's at nighttime, you got to take her out somewhere where you guys are gonna like, you know, where it's gonna be like a nice like restaurant, like where they serve you, like the waiters and all that. Take her to one of those. Now, if it's during the day, you're just trying to get like a feeler, you know, like I just want to meet her. I don't want to get killed or stabbed or something like that. Because like sometimes, for me at least, I always do that. Like on the first date, I never go to like a hardcore dinner date on the first date unless I've already spoke to the girl multiple times beforehand. But if we just met, you know, like on Tinder or whatever the case is, or if we just met dating site, I always take them during the day to like frozen yogurt or to like chicken bowl places, just so they're not scared, right? Because, you know, women, you got to build that comfort zone, you know? So a lot of times there's been a lot of bad things that happen to women. So I don't like taking women out at first date at night just because it can be scary for them, you know? So I always like to go like, hey, let's just meet up. And it's also to protect myself too, because you never know, you might meet some kind of killer girl. She might try to rob you with her boyfriend or her husband or something. You don't know who these people are. So for myself and for them, I like to go somewhere on a first date during the day, somewhere casual. I'm in and out in about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be sitting there prolonging it. So I usually go for frozen yogurt. Or I go for like just like somewhere like chicken bowl place or something like that, you know? Applebee's be the premium first date, my kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Like Applebee's is good because you can go get like appetizers there. Go to Applebee's, there might be like a game on. You know, you can just go chill for a little bit, you know. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I'm taking my girl to a fancy restaurant. I mean, if you just met her, party man, you shouldn't take a girl to a fancy restaurant the first night. The first day, you should just take her somewhere, like just say, hey, let's just meet each other just for both of our safety, you know? And then she might think that you're intellectual when you do that. Like, hey, he's thinking about me. He's thinking about my safety. All the girls that I dated before, they were always like, oh, that was very nice of you. I never had guys do that. They usually just want to come over. Like, they always say like Netflix and chill, or just want to come over. They just want to, you know, it's Tinder, right? I'm like, no. Like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? Like, it's not like I'm not trying to get in there like that quick. It's like, if I like you and everything, then maybe like we can date, then yeah, like eventually, but I'm not just on there just for that. Like, and that's the problem with a lot of guys on, you know, on Tinder. I mean, and I think a lot of girls too, same thing, goes both ways, right? But still, like, I was always like, they were always surprised that I wasn't just like, hey, let's just come to my house first thing. You know, I'm like, no. Let's go get some food. Let's hang out. Let's see if you're cool. You know, like, I might not even like you. I might not even want you around. Like, what if you crusty? Like, what if you crusty? What if you nasty? You know, I don't know. So let me just meet you first, and like, let's have a couple dates. Then yeah, then maybe if things go a little bit further, then yeah, maybe we can date, or maybe I'll kiss you or something. But not right. No, not first. Not second date. Nah. Well, maybe second, but not first. Well, most of the time, no. Whatever, y'all know what I mean. Well, maybe not the first day, but yeah. So OJ, funny how you're not talking about this and just got home from the first date, went on a sports bar like you said it went great. Hey, there you go, Ian. Hey, let's go. Or a nice little coffee date, or not something casual where you can talk. Yeah, exactly. I went to like, there was like one girl, yeah, a little coffee type of date thing. Yeah, exactly. Public place during the day where everything can go smoothly, you know? Got a question, to be honest. You never kiss on the first date? Yeah. Make up your mind, good sir. No. Yeah, I'd kiss on the first date. But that's, I mean, it's not like every time, no. Most of the time, no. Like, all the dates that I was going on Tinder, like 80 to 90% of the dates, there was no, just, hey, hang out, just nothing. 90%, 80 to 90. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time. It was years ago. I've been engaged now since 2019. So yeah, but it's been a hot minute. It's been a while. Let's see, I just got told on one of my dates that they hated going on food. That's why it's hard to talk. That's why you guys go some like frozen yogurt or something like that. If you go to like frozen yogurt, you can still talk and eat frozen yogurt, you know? So yeah. Yo, Bixie. Yo, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Travis strikes again for the first time. Hey, there you go. Car guy for life. If anyone on Tinder hurts OJ, I'm going to raise hell. No, I'm engaged now and I'm good, you know. I'm good. I'm good. Mr. Kevin says, if you both are feeling, then sure, first date you could play Smash. Mr. Kevin. Oh, with like hot coffee, GTA colored the phrase when I was younger. Yeah, no hot coffee, yes. It's the same. Okay, never mind. OJ, I hate to dislike bars hitting on YouTube. Now that I watch things tutorial videos, I have no clue comments whether it's wasting my time or like 60-minute video. Yeah, now you have to actually go to the comments, so it is what it is. Whoa, calm down, guys, calm down. Elite Smash doubles, man, that'll just get you frustrated and mad if you do that. What's up, Yosh? Welcome to the stream. All right, guys, we got about 10 more minutes left on the stream for you guys. Make sure you guys, you can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. The Bulls are beating the Nuggets by 10 points in the fourth quarter. Let's get it, baby. Keep grind. Yes, keep getting those Bulls notifications, baby. The Bulls are beating. Woo, with 6 minutes left, they got a 15-point lead. The Bulls are the best team. Are the Bulls the best team in the NBA? Well, maybe the Warriors and the Phoenix Suns, but the Bulls are definitely the best team in the East. The Bulls are the best team in the East. I am feeling the Bulls this year. Let's go. Let's go. Is there backups? Hold up. The Nuggets. Let's see the Bulls. Levine putting up 28. Lonzo Ball with 18. They didn't even have DeRozan tonight. Dude, they're actually smoking they're smoking the Nets with the Nuggets without DeRozan? Let's freaking go. Vujacic with 19. Lonzo with 18. Levine carrying. Oh my god, my man Levine, dude. He's carrying it. Let's go. Are you from Chicago? No, I'm not from Chicago. I'm just a Bulls fan. I'm from California. I'm just a Bulls fan. I'm a big Jordan fan. You know? Well, wait a minute. wait, hold up, Mr. Davis. What do you mean, bro? What you saying? Astros off the chain have to come in and delete. What, Mr. Davis, excuse me? Wait, what? No, it's all good, Mr. Kevin. What's good, bro? Crazy DeRozan was my boy. My Raptors are rebuilding, yeah. You guys got rid of the Sakium guy, too, or whatever, right? And you guys got rid of Lowry. You guys don't even have anybody from that championship run anymore. You don't really have anybody big from that championship run. You still got that little Van Fleet guy, but I don't know. I mean, y'all paid him way too much. He's kind of trash without a good team around him. Bulls and Celtics were my favorite teams when I was younger. I lived in Chicago and Boston for a while. Yeah. Let's see. It's okay. OJ GPP isn't here. Wait, hold up. What do you mean by that? Oh. It froze up on me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, no comment, man. No comment. Oh man, I had to do that. Oh man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. At first I was like, what you I was like, oh, okay. Now I know what he's saying. Just tough. Man, y'all got blown the hell out. Oh my god, the Grizzlies destroyed you guys like you guys were like a college basketball team. Man, y'all got obliterated. Yo, the Thunder are kind of trash. OJ, my memory serves. You said that your communication majors, so you don't have any recommendations on books or communication techniques. I'm looking to try different strategies to communicate more effectively. Yeah, when it comes to communicating more effectively, the best way to do it, my man, is just make sure that you're thoughtful. I think that being thoughtful and being aware of what you're talking about is probably the best situation. So once you ask one question, you've got to be able to think quickly and ask another question, like if you're on a date. But what type of communication are you talking about? Are you talking about intercultural communication? Are you talking about inner you know what I'm saying, like between sexes, you know, that type of communication? Are you talking about communicating to like a presentation communication? Are you talking about live streaming? Like what type of communication are you talking about? Because there's various different types, and based on what you tell me, I'll give you different tips, you know, because there's all different types of communication, you know. Same. I'll take my one Raptors win and be satisfied. Yeah, you guys, the fact that Raptors won a championship, that's just crazy in its own right, you know. So, because nobody wants to go to Canada to play. The best date is Mario Kart. You can never go wrong with that. Tell her we bringing back the classics with Double Dash. Yeah, I had one time there was this one girl I played that I was dating that was we played Mario Kart together. She was cool. She was just kind of tall. She was like 5'9", 5'10". No, this was about a good 5'10". She was a nice Nigerian chick too. She was cool, but like we just stopped talking to each other. Like she kept on bringing up her ex-boyfriend. So I was just like, I think I'm good, you know. She kept on talking about how he's sending her presents and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna send myself some other way. Oh, that guy's still there. I thought he got traded to the Celtics. The Sakiam dude, didn't he get traded to the Celtics? More relationship. I'm trying to work on my tone currently. Yeah, when it comes to the tone with with relationships, all you gotta do is just make sure that you're thoughtful of the girl, right? Like just ask interesting questions. you know, women love to hear about their job. Like if they've got like a good job, like if you're dating like a confident woman, she loves to hear about you asking her about her job. You know, because any woman that has a good job, she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm a good part of that job, you know. So she's gonna want to know about that. So you can always hone in on the job and ask her, hey, well, you know, what's your career path looking like? And then also make sure that you also state your own career path. What are you doing to move up? No woman wants to be with a bum. So like, as long as you do stuff like that, even if you're in school, like, hey, I'm doing school, this is what's interesting to me, this is what I find fascinating, what do you find very interesting, like what do you find fun to do? Kind of explore that and kind of look into it in intelligent ways, you know, when it comes to communicating with other women, like on dates and stuff like that. You know, I've had some bad dates, but for the most part, all of the dates that I had on Tinder, they all went really well. There was a gym date that I had that did not go well. Really at all. I think it's because of the age gap. It was just something like, that's when I remember that's when I changed it, because I think she was 23. She was 22 or 23, you know, and that was just a bit too young. That was just a bit too young for me. I was just like, well, I just wasn't feeling what she was saying, you know, so that, and we didn't really talk to each other anymore after that. But outside of that, all the other dates that I went on actually went okay. There was this one girl I went on a date on. She liked me, but she was way fatter than what she was in her picture, bro. I was like, I gotta get out of there. Dude, she came in like 120 pounds over what her weight looked on her picture. So that didn't go well, because I was like, I was nice and everything, but I was like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, you can't be like using like, come on. And she like one of those like super like bullhorn nose rings and like that she didn't have in her picture. So I was like, I'm good, you know. But outside of that, yeah. See OJ out here dating Zoomers. Yeah, she was kind of a Zoomer. So, but yeah, so it didn't work. And that's the reason why it didn't work out. That's why I changed the age to 25. As soon as that was done, I was like, all right, I'm going to change the age to minimum 25. Because all the young girls that I dated, or all the young girls that I talked to on there, they were like hella weird, man. They were always like, oh, well, you gotta do me. They're all like giggly biggly type of girls, you know, like, and like the older girls were always like, you know, mature and older, like, hey, like, I want a family someday, and I got a career, so it's like we either make this work right now or we don't. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, good. Pick me up at 5 o'clock next week. I'm like, all right. She's like, if you don't show up, then it's okay. And I'm like, okay. That's like, one girl was like this. She's like, hey, look, like, I'm getting older. You know, I kind of want, you know, somebody to be with. Like, you seem cool. Let's just try to make this work. But if it doesn't, that's fine. And I was just like, I like how direct you are. I like how direct you are, young lady. But that sounds like my sister. I'm telling you, the older they get, man, the more they're like, this just needs to happen. Definitely need to show more interested in her career. Exactly. There you go. I'm thinking about currently as a perspective and think currently need to try to put myself in her shoes. We've been together. Oh, you've already been with this girl. Okay, well, if you've been with her for 10 years, then, and y'all almost like married. You know? So, yeah. Says Kevin Samuels really opened my eyes to some of the qualities men should have to offer. I quite a... Oh man, that Kevin Samuels guy. I don't know about him, but hey, I feel, hey, look, people like what he does, man. So I feel it. So I feel you on that one. Yeah, Bulls definitely got this wrapped up, baby. 92 to 107, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And the Nuggets are. Well, they're 11-11, so it's not like they're like the greatest team out there, but still. Maybe we should get two wives like Umar. Maybe, man. If that works for you, then maybe you should get that done. Maybe you should get it done. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. That was a 3-hour stream for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Oh, snap! Right before we go, what is going on, Shamsa? with Argento! Read it! Tensei! What? Shamsa, what are you, young lady? Sorry, don't say it. Shamsa, the Hokage S. What are you doing? What are you doing right before we left? Dude, like right before we left. Yo, Shamsa, thank you for the big support. I told you, is Velvet here? I said Shamsa's always around. She's just busy. She has her family. She's working with, you know, her nephews and everything, and she's just doing, she's busy with their job. And I'm telling you, Shamsa's always around. She's the Hokage. She's the Hokage. She's always around. Shamsa. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, Shamsa. Thank you for the 100. I just woke up. We're just finishing up, Shamsa. I will stay on just to say hi to you, Shamsa. We have to stay on extra. I can't just leave when Shamsa stops by, then drops that 100. I can't just leave on the plug like that. We definitely have to stick around for at least another good, you know, 10, 15 minutes to say what up to Shamsa. At least we got to stick around. Shamsa, we were talking about favorite RPGs of the year. I would love to hear your thoughts, Shamsa, because I know you haven't been able to come to the streams in terms of speaking as much, because I know you're busy doing whatever you need to do. But Shamsa, I would love to hear your favorite games of the year, Shamsa. If you have the opportunity, if you can type down some of your favorite games of the year, RPGs that you've been playing, like what are your thoughts on like Metroid Dread if you played that? Like I would love to hear what you have to say, honestly, because we haven't gotten that yet. So I haven't heard what your favorite games of the year are. So if you can, that'd be great. That would be awesome. Shout outs to Shamsa though, like always, the Hokage, the eternal elite ninja. I appreciate that, Shamsa. Since Shamsa saving the stream. Oh yeah, I can't just run on the plug like that. Dread is awesome. I knew you would love Dread. I've been wondering. I wonder how Shamsa thinks about Dread, because I was in Nigeria for all that time, so we weren't able to speak as much. But I've been playing Mario Kart 64. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion pack, or have you been playing just the different version of Mario Kart 64? Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy is actually a great game. Played a bunch today. Yeah, I played it. I mean, I like it, but it's not like my favorite or anything like that. But yeah, no, Guardians of the Galaxy is good. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good game. Just woke up. Shout outs to Shamsa, for real though. For real, shout outs. It's always good to have you here in the chat, in the stream. The online. Okay, the Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I never got your opinion on that, so that's good. So you've been playing and enjoying it. There you go. I'm getting Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 when the game comes out. I think most of us are probably going to get Breath of the Wild 2. I think everybody here watching is probably going to get Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out, right? I'm pretty sure almost everybody's going to get that game when it comes out. This might be so random, but 12 minutes is my game of the year. From what I've seen, 12 minutes is not a game of the year quality game. Maybe you didn't play enough games, or maybe you just really like that game. But I don't think that's a game of the year quality game, to be honest, man. But that's just my opinion. But if it was your game of the year, that's all that matters, is what you think. Nah, I'm skipping. Yeah, skipping Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild 2, it's gonna launch, and if it's God tier, which I think it's going to be, if it's amazing, I mean, we could see 10 million sales in like instantly. 10 to 15 million sales, like stop letting them Zawaldo, like instant transmission, 10 million sales, 10 to 15 million sales, like instantly. I don't think it's about Nintendo doing Zelda dirty for the 35th anniversary. I think it's just that stuff wasn't ready, man. Like when stuff's not ready, stuff's not ready. You can't force an anniversary from game developers, man. Like whatever's ready to go, or whatever's ready to be released, or whatever the case is, you've got to do that, and you've got to do it intelligently. Like people that were expecting Nintendo to blast us with Zelda games never said that they would. So I don't know if that's doing a game dirty or not. I mean, like to me, I don't know. I've just never been a fan of like, oh, well, if this isn't ready at this anniversary, then I'm going to be angrier. It's like, they'll do whatever, man. I mean, like, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I know people disagree with me, but like, I don't know. We got Skyward Sword. I thought that was pretty dope, for Zelda 35th, because everyone's been wanting that game. But I guess it wasn't a big enough anniversary for some people, like Mario. But people got mad at that too because it was a limited time release. So even people got mad at that as well. So yeah. But yeah, I feel you though, man. I see why people were upset. But I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just like... But then again, I'm not an anniversary and birthday guy. Like, I'm not... I mean, I'll talk about that, but I'm just like... I don't care about my own birthday. Like, I celebrate it. You know, I hang out and everything. But, like, I don't care about, like, the birthday just in general, you know? Like... For many years before I started streaming, like would have birthdays and nobody would even say happy birthday to me or nobody would even celebrate my birthday, and I didn't care, you know. I just said, okay, that's cool, no problem, you know. So I'm not much of an anniversary guy. Like, oh, there has to have all this on the anniversary of this, the 20th anniversary of the series. Like, I've just never been that. Whenever the games are ready to come out, whenever they're ready to actually come out, then they come out, you know. That's just my opinion. We'll just look at all the collabs that Mario got, Lego, Zelda. Yeah, and I understand that. But if the stuff just wasn't ready, then it wasn't ready. And it's not like they always do Mario anniversaries. It's not like they always do that for every single time Mario has an anniversary. So, you know, I get it. I understand it. But that doesn't mean that everything's going to be ready for everything else. You know, it's just sometimes it's going to be ready for it. Sometimes it's not, you know. So, yeah. I'm not sure if it's not that people don't know what a limited time release is. It's that people were mad that it was even happening in the first place. Because, like, that's never happened. Or, it's happened, but it's never... Nintendo hasn't done it on the Switch. And people felt there was no reason to do it, you know? Any potential collector's editions for Breath of the Wild 2? Oh, yeah. I mean, after they made $1 bazillion off the first one, I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be collector's editions for Breath of the Wild 2. Absolutely. You know? Absolutely there's going to be collector's editions for Breath of the Wild 2. Absolutely. You know? '40th anniversary. I don't think that we're going to need to get any 40th anniversary or anything like that. I think that once the Zelda games are ready to go, like once Twilight Princess or whatever is ready to go, they'll just release it when it's ready. You know? I just think that'll just be it. And you can make your own anniversary. I think they'll just release it when it's ready. You know, I think for the what did they do for the 30th anniversary of Zelda? Was there a bunch of other stuff for the 30th anniversary of Zelda? I mean, they do like a I think the 25th they did like a concert. There was like Skyward Sword. It's not like they do a bunch of stuff and celebrations and collaborations every single 5 years or anything like that. You know, so they don't. So, you know. So it's just something that I'm not really used to. I'm not really expecting. So whenever they do bring out games and it's ready to go, then it's ready to go. If not, then that's fine, man. You know, but I get it for other people. Like, I get people like those theatrics, like with the anniversaries. But I've just never been a big theatrics guy with the anniversary fans. When it comes to video games, I mean, I'll talk about it, but like we've had Donkey Kong anniversary. There was nothing, you know, like, okay. You know, there's been Kirby anniversaries. Have we gotten a bunch of Kirby? Oh, all the Kirby. No, there's not. We didn't get a bunch of Kirby stuff either. So it's not like all their franchises are getting all this stuff, you know? We got a special edition for Fire Emblem. We got like a limited time release for like one special edition game, you know? So it's like, it's not like there's been much anyway, you know, most of the time. Mario, they did it for Mario, but that's Mario. Then there's like the Mario movie, you know? So yeah, it's been 40 years since DK. We got nothing. Yeah, we pretty much got nothing for DK anniversary. But I guess you can include that in Mario, right? A little bit. It's good for them to take their time. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I mean, I think sometimes you have a good thing that you're going to do. And, like, you feel like, hey, this is going to work. And then sometimes, like, you know, it might not work that way. You know, like, in terms of, like, getting certain games out. Or maybe you don't want that game to interfere with other games that are coming out, you know. There's some things as sometimes too many games. Like, if Nintendo somehow could release 50 games a year, I mean, obviously, a lot of games would suffer, right? That's a little bit too much. So I think sometimes they don't want some stuff to interfere with other things if they're trying to focus on one thing more so than something else. With release schedules. So I think that also plays a part into it too. Like, it'd be great if you can get all this stuff or whatever at one point. But sometimes it's like, that doesn't make sense to do it that way. And it might not be ready, or we can take some more time to polish it up more, whatever the case is. Like, you're not working on, it has to be out this time for this. And then you have to factor that in with third party. So like, I get it, but I completely get what, you know, Car Guy is saying, you know, and I think a lot of people were upset with that too. I thought you said you're going to dinner. On the full 3D Zelda collection, Ocarina, Majora's, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Yeah, you're not getting Let's see. It's Mario Kart Anniversary next year. You already know where I'm going to be with that. Oh my God, here we go. You ain't getting nothing. Yeah, you are not getting a full 3D collection of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. For what price? For 60? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not happening. I can guarantee that's not happening. Hey, what's up, Charity? Yes, we are live. Shams is here too. You think Breath of the Wild 2 is next year, 2023? It's next year because Nintendo said it's next year. I'm going to head off. Great stream, OJ. Have a good one, Ninjas. All right, take it easy, Jaybird. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Mario Kart 9. Next year's the 30th anniversary. Please, Nintendo. Okay, here we go. The 30th anniversary. Mario Kart. Maybe it's announced next year, then it comes out the following year. How about that, Party Man? Party Man, are we going to let Party Man have its Mario Kart or not? This is about Nintendo are greedy. It's not about being greedy, man. It's just about, it's just a dumb move. That's not a financially feasible move. I don't really think it has anything to do with being greedy. It's not a good move you're gonna do all those games and then port them for 60. There's no way. That's not even financially a good move. It's just not gonna happen. And then what's the quality of the port? I mean, are we talking like the original N64 game? Are we talking the 3DS game? The 3DS games? If you're talking the 3DS games to the Switch, that's definitely not a good move financially, because that port job itself is going to be expensive because you're going from 3DS to Switch. And then like to optimize it, and then also with Wind Waker and with Twilight Princess, and then all on a collection for 60. I mean, come on, man. Has nothing to do with being greedy. That's just too much. That's just a little bit too much, and that might be a little bit too difficult for like when you're talking about 3DS games and all that. So yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with that, man. To be honest. But you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is because of that. Maybe it is because they're just greedy as hell and they don't want you to have fun. How about that? Like when they don't do anything for anniversary, it gives people a nice dose of reality and they don't always get what they want. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'd love a Xenosaga collection. I'd love a Xenosaga collection 1, 2, Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3, but financially it's not necessarily the best move, you know, for them. And they said that, and like it would be great. It's possible. But sometimes you don't get what you want, you know? Yeah, sometimes you don't get exactly what you want. But I'd love a Xenosaga HD. But, you know, Bandai Namco said that financially it's not feasible for them, you know? So, yeah. So now the N64 versions. Some people would complain about that. But, yeah, I feel you, man. Maybe they could do that. That wouldn't be too bad if they did the N64 versions. Because they already have emulators running on there, like with N64. So, yeah, they can definitely do that. And then they just straight up rip the Wii U and rip the Twilight Princess, but they're not going to do that though. They're not going to give you those 3 games for 60. They're just not. So yeah. Nintendo's greedy. I mean, every company's greedy. Every capitalistic business is greedy. Every major corporation is greedy. So I mean, that's nothing new. I mean, that's like saying we breathe air. Like, yeah, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they're all greedy. If you think that a company isn't, if you think that Microsoft isn't because of Game Pass, no. They're greedy. Every company wants to be super profitable and wants to make a ton of money. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how it is. I miss the N64 Virtual Console. I don't. Those Virtual Console games played like absolute trash. I don't. You ever played a Virtual Console game on Wii U? An N64 game? It's terrible. I do not miss it one bit. Yo, OJ, what's up, Timothy? I think at least a Switch port. Switch port of what? Chrono Trigger? Maybe. Speaking of collab, it would be cool if there's an official Mario themed smartphone collab with the smartphone brand. I don't care about smartphone collabs. Y'all out here really caring about smartphone collabs? Really? Wii U Virtual Console N64 was dookie. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But I mean, if you miss like the actual having the selection of games, not how it played, I can get that. But the actual Virtual Console on the Wii U was terrible. On the Wii, it wasn't great either. It felt all. That's why I stopped buying games on there. I was like, this feels terrible, man. I'd rather just bust out the N64. But yeah, I never liked it. I bought a couple N64 games, and I bought Mario 64. And I'm like, dude, this plays like molasses. There's input delay. I hated it. But yeah, that's why I stopped buying N64 games. I just stopped buying Virtual Console games in general because they just never felt right. Playing the games on like Switch or not Switch, playing the games on N60 or on Wii U or even on Wii just never There was never an N64 controller for the Wii, so even that didn't feel right either. So yeah, but it's all good. Some people still love some people love the Virtual Console, and I get that, you know. I understand like the love for it, but I don't know, man. I was just never the biggest fan of it. But if they put out certain games, I can sit here and act like if they put out a bunch of GameCube games, I'll be hyped to play it. But will I be playing GameCube games? I'll probably be hyped and I'll buy them. Then I'll play them like 1 or 2 times, and I'll be done playing them. That's what's gonna happen with them. I guarantee you, because I got a bunch of GameCube games above me, and like I barely ever play those games like anymore. Like I play, like anytime I buy a GameCube game, I buy it, I play it once or twice, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like I gotta play new games. Like I gotta play some new stuff, you know. So I don't know. I want to sit here and act like I play a bunch of GameCube games, but what I already played the games a million times in the past. Like every GameCube game I play, or every single game that I play, I'm like, okay, I've played this like a bazillion times, you know. But I know that's different for other people. Some people like to go back and play the same games over and over and over again. So I know that's a hot take, I think, because a lot of people do like to go back and play classic games till they die. You know, they'll just be sitting there playing the old games forever. So I get that. You know. So yeah, I bought SMB 3 on my 3DS and only played on for a moment and then never played again. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you actually own the Virtual Console games. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, if something happens to your memory, or if something happens, they can lose it that way too. That's why I think that's why I decided to do collecting instead of actually doing Virtual Console. Like, I think I'd rather, and I know this is way more expensive, but I think honestly, I'd rather go out there and just buy the game and have the hardware than download it, you know? And I think that's the reason why I'm okay with Nintendo Switch Online for me, because it's just, because like I don't care about those games like that. I don't want to digitally have them in like all digital. I'm not a fan of all digital, just in general. I'm just not a fan of digital. So like actually just having the game and like busting out the hardware, or even like a Super Nintendo Mini or a NES Mini, I actually even like that above on a system, because at least that's just like the hardware and the games are just built into it. It's a little bit different, and like it played on the original controllers. So like I get that, but even that I don't really play those. Like I played those once or twice a piece for those, for the Super Nintendo Mini and all that. So I don't know. There's just something about digital classic games. Like sometimes I just rather just have the hardware. Like I'd rather just have the GameCube, have the N64. But that's a pain in the butt, and I know everyone's not gonna be like me though, you know. But yeah. I play HD Bots and Kratos, Xenogears and Xenosaga. Yeah, like I have Xenosaga, I have Xenogears, and like, you know, I played them and they're great, but I'm not gonna play them over and over and over and over and over again. I already did that. I already played it, so I'm not gonna. I mean, and I think the reason why is because my time. I think some of you guys, and I think people that just have time to be sitting there and playing the same old games over and over and over again, you guys clearly have more time than I do. You know, like I think that's the biggest problem with me, is that I don't have the time to be sitting there and playing old games over and over again when I have a bunch of new games. Like my backlog is insane, but then like sit there and play old games, like no, I gotta play the new games too, you know. I gotta play the new stuff as well, because I have to cover it, you know. I gotta cover it, I gotta know what's going on with it. So it's just tough to strike a balance between sitting there and playing a game that I've already played a million times and the new game that comes out, you know. But technically, I guess you don't own physical games either. They can remove a license technically for a physical game as well, right? So I see what you're saying there. But Felipe, you know what he's saying. Agree with the OJ. Physical over digital all day. Sucks that we won't ever get an N64 Classic or GameCube Classic. You never know. I wouldn't say that we never will. Never say never. Yeah, backlog problems are just, oh my gosh. Yeah. SMT5 is one of those RPGs that you make time for. That's one of the, it's a new game and you make time for it because it's that good. So, and it's new. So you make time for SMT5. I'll make time for SMT5 because it's new, but I'm not going to go back. For example, like Nocturne. Like I already beat Nocturne. I'm not going to go back and replay Nocturne a million times. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not going to do that. I already beat it. All right. So same thing goes for like SMT5. Like when I beat SMT5, I might do a new game plus run, but I might not. You know, I don't have time to be sitting there replaying the games over and over and over and over and over again when I got a backlog full of just a bunch of games. My NES and Super Nintendo Classic mostly serve as decoration for these days, but they're good at that. I'll play those NSO if I really want to. And like you said, time goes more to something new. Yeah, I just gotta go to the new games. But I get it though. A lot of people like to play classic games though. A lot of people like to play classic games. I usually like to only playing old games for the games I haven't tried. But yeah, if you haven't tried them, then yes, absolutely. If you haven't tried them, you know. Krusty Smash Melee. Hey, Melee's still good today though. I fully completed Octopath Traveler, bought it March 2020, had a bunch of time then. You never completed it? It's a really good game. But we are going to call it quits right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me read Party Man's last comment here. So that's my problem with the backlog. I keep playing older ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Shamson, let me just say this before I go. That's the point. Like, if you play all of your older games and then you ignore your backlog that you've been buying new games. If you play all of the newer games that are coming out, then like, it piles on and piles on and piles on, then you have a backlog. So it's like a never-ending cycle of stuff because there's no way as an adult that you're going to be able to sit there and play everything all the time. Like, there's just not enough time to do it. You need to eat, sleep, take care of family, work, whatever the case is, right? Just relax. Sometimes just rest your eyes. How many of you guys just sit down and just like do nothing sometimes? Like, you just sit down and just like almost like self-meditate. I know I do. I just sit down and I don't have any TVs on. I have nothing in front of no lights. I just sit down and I just relax. And I just look at the ceiling for just a bit, you know, like that's to me, I just decompress, you know, I don't want my eyes in front of anything, any type of blue light or anything like that, you know, so I just sit down and let me just sit down for just a bit, you know. But let me read what Parman says. I will say this: if they did Virtual Console, I'll probably be better. It'd probably be better considering it'd be tied to account in terms of purchasing and wouldn't have to buy it again in the future. Yeah, it would be better. I think that, you know, it would be better if they did Virtual Console this time. I think it would. You know, I agree. What's up, OJ? More likely to appear Game Awards, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or Xenoblade Chronicles Export. If there was one of them, there'd be the other, in my opinion. If there was a Xenoblade Chronicles Export there, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would be there. If Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was there, there'd be an export there. So I think that if there's one, there's the other. There's no way that one comes without the other, you know? So yeah. But absolutely, I agree with you guys, man. Especially for GameCube games. Yeah, GameCube games are great, but I don't play. I got a bunch of cool GameCube games and I don't play them. And I have a GCHD and everything. Like, I can play it with like minimal lag and good, you know, good looking picture. And I don't play it. I'll be honest. I don't play my GameCube games at all anymore. But I know that's different. Other people would play the hell out of them, so it just depends. But all right, guys, that wraps it up for today's stream. I've got to edit tonight, guys. I've got to edit. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Yo, Shadow, you're a little bit late. We had to stay a little bit longer because my girl Shamsa came through on the stream. Thank you so much, Shamsa, for the huge donation. Thank you for coming through to the stream. I know you just woke up. But yeah, I've got to edit tonight. I got to get that editing done tonight so you guys have some content in the morning. I will see you guys tomorrow. As we lead up to the Game Awards, we'll have more stuff to talk about then. And yeah, you guys all take care. I had a new video up today on the channel, guys. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I do appreciate you guys coming through. But if you haven't seen my newest video, please make sure you check it out. It's live on the channel, talking about Persona and talking about some other things as well, making some Persona fans upset like always. So you guys have a nice night tonight. All right, you guys have a nice night, and we will see you guys. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for more streaming. All right, guys. Bye. Love y'all. Love all you guys. Thank you, Shamsa, for the big one, Undo. Shout outs to everybody who supported today. All the new subscriptions. Shout outs to Jawbreaker. Shout outs to everybody supporting the stream. Jock Gamer Teach. Let's go. Shout outs to Nate E, J2. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninja, Party Man, Chupa. You guys all through here. Shamsa once again. Alonzo Vines, Dragon, appreciate you guys. Huddy, appreciate everybody that came through. Minato, Mario, all of you guys. Seriously, all the Elite Ninja, all the badge members here. Alan, Mr. Kevin, appreciate you guys. Yo, Noral Dean, Glitch Beats. Let's see here. Blue Dragon Fire Blogs, thank you for the big 50, man. Mr. Davis, thank you for the multiple donations tonight, too. Sebastian Guerrero, shout out to my boy. Appreciate that. Umar, thank you. Appreciate that as well. Turner. Jigan as well. Thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate that. Gunslinger as well, starting off the night. So thank you guys so much. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninjas. Shout outs to Arm, my man. Appreciate it. Yo, Servo, thank you so much for the once again, the big pledge, the Ultimate Hokage, man. I appreciate you, dude. Seriously. And yeah, we'll see you guys back tomorrow. All right, guys. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for more content. All right, guys. Bye.